Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's Wednesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? Means we're back in studio today.
The boys are here.
Yeah, we're here in studio.
Indoors.
This is the one day.
Mm.
Tomorrow we're at ABQX. What?
Let's go.
It's a throw-in Thursday tomorrow at ABQX?
Oh, yeah.
You and Chris Burnett will be on site tomorrow. Chris Burnett, you ever thrown an axe before? He's just nodding his head. That's bad radio. So he says yes.
I have thrown an axe many a time.
Okay, there you go. So he's throwing an axe many.
We said axe, not X.
Ooh.
Just to be clear.
The old ball and chain.
What?
What if I held my voice like that all the time?
We wouldn't be doing this for very long.
4 to 6:15 tomorrow at ABQX. Come hang out with Van and Chris. I will not be there because of the holiday weekend.
Well, let's be real. I'm going to be there way after 6:15.
Yeah, I know how you be.
Yeah. Red Door beers. Come on. Throwing axes, sipping some oat sodas.
Sipping some.
Yeah, let's go.
Hitting some bullseyes.
Yeah.
A bullseye.
You know, I've thrown axes before ABQX became a friend of the show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Carlsbad, New Mexico. Little rural action. That's what we do on the weekends.
Did I ever tell you how I grew up? You know a little bit about my family. I guess maybe the friend of the show doesn't.
Okay.
So my father is super weird.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So he was a
I could have swore it would skip a generation.
no.
Yeah.
So he would do like historical reenactments and stuff.
Okay.
Have I talked to you about this on
That's
air?
a different kind of weird
Yeah.
than you.
So he would do, this is real, Tyler. He would do like rendezvous. So he would go and like set up like an old canvas tent, and he would work leather, and there would be rendezvous games. You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking
Okay, I'm gonna try
That's
to.
not what the word rendezvous means to me.
It's called a rendezvous.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's
Not
like
that's when like you meet up with your ex. You got a couple drinks in you. You send that text message, then you have a little rendezvous.
that's called a regret-a-boo.
Okay.
So this is like think like this is like frontier days. What I'm talking about.
Mhm.
This is like pioneer play.
Historical reenactments I am familiar with.
Yeah, which that is another.
Canvas tent rendezvous.
Yeah.
I am not.
So what they would do is they would go to these old French forts and they would set up. I'm not joking at all.
I love every word you're saying.
Up
right
and down the Mississippi Basin,
now. Okay.
and they would set up these, like, it would be in little towns, like little festival towns. Also, this was a lot of weed.
Yeah.
There was a lot of weed involved in this.
Is there?
There was.
Oh, you got to clear the weeds to put down your
Gotta
canvas
clear
tent.
the weeds.
Yeah.
So it would be in like weird, like Murfreesboro, like Tennessee, and you'd be like, "Where are we at? What is going?" So, anyways, long story short, so at these things, they would have like shoot a recurved bow and arrow, throw an axe, lasso things. What's that?
Recumbent?
Recurve.
Recurve?
Yeah. So a recurve bow and arrow is like an old timey one. That's like Robin Hood.
Okay.
Not like a compact bow and arrow. Compound. Not like a compound one where it has two pulley systems to take the weight off you. This is a pull. This is a draw and release.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is leaning towards the target. I could tell you all these things because I'm so incredibly good at the recurved bow and arrow because of my weird father. So anyways, long story short, he led the historical reenactment of the Lewis and Clark expedition up the Mississippi River for the mapping of the Louisiana Purchase. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Unfortunately, yes, I do.
Yeah, so he led that.
Okay.
He in period piece boats,
Okay.
they forged rivers.
Okay.
He's super weird. Long story short, again for the third time, I'm pretty good at throwing axes.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Come see it at
And
ABQX.
recurve bows.
Recurved bows.
There's no recurve bows at ABQX.
Not to my knowledge.
Yet.
There's an archery place in town.
There is. I've been to it.
I messed around there before.
I took my kiddo for her birthday one time.
I went on a breakup date.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You broke up with somebody at a place where there's weapons?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ballsy.
I was like, bullseye, don't see this going anywhere.
Okay.
That's
Excellent.
You can have that one, Tyler. Put that in your set.
Gotcha.
Tyler, if you did a whole set on weird like dates that I've been on, you'd be the most successful comedian because it's all local.
Yeah.
It's all hyper local stuff. So we're about on 420, boys. We're live from Marble in the Northeast Heights.
Love that.
On 420.
Also another place with no bow and arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a place where I believe there's parking lot footage of me doing weird stuff.
For now, I'm your bow, but I don't want to compound my unhappiness.
Write that one down.
So we should break up.
Tyler, write that one down.
Write that one down.
Yeah.
It's bow as in B-E-A-U, Tyler.
Bow.
It's Tyler.
Yeah, the French spelling.
Yeah.
That's not how you spell bow.
I hope so. I just said it out loud. I got second place in the Eddy County spelling bee when I was in 5th grade.
Which county?
I'm pretty good. Eddy County. That's where.
How do you spell that?
Or 6th grade? E-D-D-Y.
Yeah.
Not like the tributary. Not that kind of.
Well, the way you spell it, you're going to be like E-D-A-A-U, like Edu.
Like the French cologne?
Yes.
Okay.
Albuquerque turned out last night for Isotopes baseball.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, do you want to see my impression of everyone that showed up 5 minutes after the gate opened? Do you want to see my impression of them?
Okay.
Are there any blankets left?
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, are there any blankets left?
You want to hear my impression an hour after they showed up to the game?
Yeah, go ahead. That's their teeth chattering.
That's their teeth chattering because it was friggin' cold.
It was literally the coldest baseball game ever played in Albuquerque last night.
It was the coldest opener.
That's what I just said.
In Albuquerque. Close enough.
What did you say?
It was the coldest home opener.
Yeah.
Not the coldest game ever.
Yeah, whatever, close enough.
Coldest home opener.
What we did was set records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what record we beat?
What's that?
It's not a record.
Okay.
But even in this horrible inclement weather, more people showed up to watch the Albuquerque Isotopes than the Oakland Athletics yesterday. The Albuquerque Isotopes in this horrible weather had more people in the stands than the Oakland Athletics. That is pathetic.
Do you know the exact numbers, or is this just the eyeball test?
Oh, I looked it up earlier. I didn't memorize each.
Well, was it close?
I can do it right now.
Yeah, pull that out for me because I didn't get like the email on the total attendance yesterday. It was definitely over 2,000 because I heard so many people go, Can I get a blanket? No, the blankets are gone. You have to line up early. Did you see how many people were lined up early for the Isotopes game yesterday? Thousands.
I would say hundreds.
No, I saw it.
Yeah?
I physically saw it with my own eyes.
Did you get an official count of how many people were in line waiting for blankets?
So you know what I did I did 3 long strides because I know that's like approximately 12 feet. And then I multiplied that by how many feet I believed I could have walked. And then I counted the number of people within that section of feet. And that is how I came up with thousands.
You know how people stand in lines, though. It's not
when it's cold.
Like the width.
It was
the
compact.
Girth,
yeah.
The girth of that line.
It
was kind of wavy.
They were piled in there like the way all those snakes were in Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade.
Oh, I thought you were going to say on the MF plane.
Oh, like in the luggage and the storage.
Yeah.
We were coming back from LA the other day.
We were in LA.
We're at WrestleMania. Not you, Tyler.
SoFi Stadium.
WrestleMania. You didn't get to go to that, Tyler. I did not. So we were out there.
Right.
And
California.
California.
Yeah, LA, California.
Yeah, that's where we were.
Yeah.
And I believe it was in Orange County.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know the county system out there. So we were coming back, and me and Chris Burnett are sitting in the back of the plane because we're insane in the back of the plane. So as we're sitting back there, we're watching the luggage being handled. We're watching the luggage being taken off the plane. Are you familiar with this process, man?
Yeah, they do it all the time.
But
almost every flight.
Basically every flight this happens.
Almost every flight.
Unless it ends up in the Hudson River, like the luggage comes off. So they're unloading the luggage from the plane, and me and Chris Burnett see them throw like a puppy carrier, like clear from the rolly, like whatever that thing is called. What's the rolly thing called?
You just said it.
Yeah, the rolly thing.
Yeah.
Into the tractor with the trailer on it, but it's not a tractor trailer because that's a different like thing. So Chris, you were there. Was there a puppy inside of this? Was there a puppy inside of this carriage, this cage that got thrown across
I couldn't tell if there was a puppy in there or not.
There was-
but if there was, that puppy wasn't doing too good.
Why would you put your puppy in the storage part of the plane? I feel like it should go in the people part of the plane.
Well, I think if you don't have your little therapy dog permit, it has to go in the bottom of the plane.
We dead ass saw a therapy horse yesterday.
Did they throw it out of the
Again,
plane, or
Fred,
was it-
that was not a horse.
What was it?
It's called a Great Dane.
Dog. This
Yeah.
dog was humongous. It said medical dog on the side of it. I thought it said Marmaduke dog. This dog was so big, Tyler. People out there just like putting dogs in seats. Huge dog. Van, seriously, how tall was this dog? It was 6 foot tall.
Well, if you made it stand up, it probably would have been 7 foot.
It was
tall.
7 foot tall standing up, but it's
Standing like dog style,
like if it was standing
or 3.5 feet tall.
if it was standing Snoop Dogg style, like doggy style. Like how tall is that?
4 1/4 feet tall.
Dog, that dog was doggone it pretty big. That was the biggest.
I don't know what therapy that dog provided.
Okay, we're on the same page here, and I didn't want to
Unless
question
it's
anything.
like fear therapy, like children scaring therapy.
Like Cujo.
Yes.
And like, here's the thing: that dog had a little petable face, and everyone's trying to walk up to it, but you can't.
You can't.
And
You
everyone,
don't pet a therapy dog.
you don't pet a therapy dog. Everyone knows that now. There are a couple social norms that people will come to as a flock to berate you.
Yeah, that's one thing we could all agree
yeah,
on.
Like somebody, all right, here that. All right, today's I-9 varsity. Today's I-9 varsity is the I-9 varsity of social norms that will just get you railroaded. Okay. So if
Okay, I like this a
yeah,
lot.
so
So
if-
it's going to be a good one.
yeah, I agree. So railroading social norms. Okay, that's what today's I-9 varsity is. We'll do the I-9 varsity. I don't know, what do you want to do? Like 5:30? I-9 varsity 5:30 today. There's like somebody.
5:45. I think we got a special guest at 5:30.
Oh, do we?
I think we do.
Well, you didn't tell me
They
that.
could join us.
You want to say their name, or are we just trying to leave this open for
It's a secret.
what? This is my show.
It's a secret special guest.
What are you doing? Why are you using it?
Until I get confirmation, then it's not a secret anymore.
All right, so you're saying we got something in the works.
Correct.
Little inside baseball from the friend of the show. We have like a production rule here to where it's like if you call us like what's like afternoon, if you call us afternoon on a show day, we're probably gonna say no to you. Now, if we call you, that's a different story.
Right.
If we call you last minute, like first of all, say thank you that we're calling, but then after that, but you're saying you're last minute efforting a 5:30. Can they just join you tomorrow at ABQX, the intersection of San Mateo and Osuna?
They might do both.
Dang.
And Friday at Isotopes.
Double dang.
And Saturday at Duran Central Pharmacy.
Double trip. Why are you at Duran Central Pharmacy?
Because I'll be hungover. I need some huevos rancheros.
You're also doing a little
It's not nothing to do with the show. I'll just be there.
You're also doing a little fashion show on Saturday for Watermelon Mountain Ranch.
Yeah, baby.
That's gonna be
I'll be reading dogs' Tinder bios.
I emceed the one they did at Marble, and it was just a laugh. It was the funniest thing I ever saw. Funniest thing ever. They dressed dogs up like costumes. Just
Was it? I mean, did everything go smoothly, or was it?
rough.
Was it?
Also, Saturday, Gladiators football Saturday. Is that correct?
Yes.
God, that's gonna
We're
be
doing
good.
a dog fashion show
Correct.
with Watermelon Mountain Ranch,
Correct.
raising some money for some pupperinos,
Oh,
trying to get some pupperinos adopted,
some punny. We need some
and then
punny.
going straight out to the Rio Rancho Event Center.
I will meet you
to
there.
Hang out with the Duke City Gladiators.
I will be there Saturday night with you.
Stoked.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
We're going so hard.
What? What?
We missed the home opener,
That was
so
stupid.
we got to make up for it.
Because we were in LA,
Oh,
but we'll be out there. Who are they playing? It's always an Arizona team.
there's so many Arizona
Like
teams.
40th.
Arizona needs to chill out.
There's so many Arizona teams. So we'll be out there at the Duke City Gladiators. Come hang out with us. We'll be hanging out there. I got varsity baseball all weekend up at New Mexico Highlands. I got to be up there tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. And I'm not that guy, but I'm about to be that guy for a second. And I know we're up against the break, Tyler, so I'll try to squeeze in real quick. I get Easter. Like, I get it. Like, I get that that's like living right here in America. That's the cool God. Like, that's the one we're going to celebrate.
Yeah.
Like all the other celebrations for other gods that are
Sure.
seem weird for
Yeah.
whatever reason. We don't
Uh-huh.
celebrate that. Hear me out.
The United States of America doesn't have an official religion. I mean, come on.
Well, we have the Kennedy God.
Hey, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
So moving forward, I'm just going to call it the Kennedy God.
Yeah.
So we're celebrating Easter on Sunday, so we can't play baseball. We can't play baseball because of this.
Not with that attitude.
Well, here's what I'm saying. I am accustomed to the Friday, Saturday, Sunday schedule. I enjoy the Friday, Saturday, Sunday schedule of baseball.
It's lovely.
It's lovely. But instead, I get this sweet bonus of getting to go to the Duke City Gladiators game on Saturday night. Then on Sunday, what am I doing? Easter egg hunt at Isotopes Park? Are you kidding me?
So stoked.
Am I currently living the best time of my life? Also, as a guy who doesn't, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being none at all, 10 being very personally, I'm like a hard 2 on, like, knowing God.
Okay.
Like, I'm just not there.
Yeah, because you won't do psychedelic drugs with me.
Okay.
I would like for you to meet God. She's a wonderful lady.
Every time we go to do psychedelic drugs together, you turn on like weird Lilith Fair music, and I'm like, I'm not in.
That's the opposite of what I do.
I'm not in on that. Also, as a guy like you, who's like very personable, but also a little too penetrative, why don't you ask Tyler to go? Tyler will say yes.
Tyler is a yes man.
That is not true.
Huh?
What?
Ask Tyler.
Okay.
You don't celebrate Easter, right, Tyler? It's part of that thing.
No, I don't. I do not.
No, because of the belief system Tyler came up with. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how the Kennedy God got all these like
Why can't we just
special accommodations.
let's all share?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Jesus was a Jew.
Allegedly.
And even in the book, it's been agreed upon. All of the books say it.
I don't know if any of those books are universally like.
Honestly, he was, I think technically he was Jewish until Easter Sunday when he was risen. Don't quote me.
Yeah.
505-246-0610.
We need but also we need the explain it like I'm 5 version.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't talk to me like I know the names of the characters. Don't talk to me like if there's like prerequisites to any of these stories, I don't want to know. I know there's like a 30-year gap in there where nothing happened, and that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, like his late teen and early 20s years. Like, I want to know what was going on with JC. Where'd he go?
I want to know why Los Angeles Chargers just told Austin Eckler to shut up and play football.
Oh, no.
And we'll get into that whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is brought to you by Blake's Lotta Burger.
Blake's Lotta Burger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lotta Burger, the first there was, the best there is.
Good traffic right now. Crash cleanup continuing northbound I-25. That crash near Cesar Chavez, you're going to see backups. As you approach Gibson, you're going to start to hit those slowdowns. Be careful going through there. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, things moving slow there. Also seeing a little bit of congestion westbound on Paseo right now as you approach the river.
This report is brought to you by Jericho Nursery, your gardening angels.
Jericho Nursery, all your yard and garden needs. We are fully stocked of flowers, vegetables, herbs, bedding plants galore. Roses, flowering shrubs, and trees. Visit Jericho Nursery on Alameda and 2nd Street or see our weekly specials at jerichonursery.com. Hoorah!
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Your money bracket is busted. But we have a bracket challenge that costs you nothing.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
The Burkay bracket is online now at sportsanimалabq.com. Vote for your all-time favorite Burkay food right now. Best green chili cheeseburger. Best breakfast burrito. Queso. Tacos. Help us find who is the best of the Burkay. Vote for your favorite finalists now at sportsanimалabq.com.
If you're like me, you hate painting. I hate the cleanup, and it never looks professional. Eric Strauss here. Do like me and hire a professional. CertaPro painters came in. They painted my cabinets. They look brand new, and I didn't have to fight with my wife. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. For your home or business, schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
This is where New Mexico comes for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
What do you say?
Back on the program. Until 6:15 today. Josh Sushan will be joining us at 6. Do a little bit of crossover.
What a dude. He crushed it last night.
He's so funny. He wore a suit.
He always wears a suit on opening day.
On opening day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so cold he had a double button, Tyler.
Is that true?
Like, we weren't saying it on air because we weren't trying to discourage from anyone being there.
Right.
It was dead ass cold
No,
yesterday.
It was insane. It was insane. I don't know. Y'all were standing out. Y'all were soldiering.
All right, my 5:30 tease just came through, my friend.
All right, give me what it is.
Friend of the show, friend in real life.
Okay.
Owner, operator, head brewer.
What?
At Teller Vodka.
Oh, shut up.
Excuse me, head distiller. How dare me?
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Chris Lurig is going to join us.
Oh, is he coming in studio?
He is.
Oh, my
And he's
God.
bringing a friend.
Let's go.
Old school friend of the show, Kyle Beaterwolf, president of Young Professionals of Albuquerque.
What's his name?
Kyle Beaterwolf.
That's a strong name. Beater Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in. I got it down. Kyle Beaterwolf and Chris Lurig will join us at 5:30.
Talk about some cool stuff Young Professionals of Albuquerque you're going to do in the community.
So
and how you could help. If you want to, no pressure.
You're no longer a young professional of Albuquerque because you're in your 40s?
Correct. I'm not a young anything ever.
I'm still in the mix.
You're desperately clinging to the rest of your 30s.
I know. Tell every girl in her 20s I match with on Tinder.
It's like, you got like a year and a half of this.
Yeah, and then they're all gone.
Yep. Adios.
All of them.
There's a few, curious, daddy issue girls in their 20s like, I'm going to get with the guy in the 40s that smells like my dad.
Deal. What is that cologne? WD-40.
It's called hard work.
Yeah, don't you know?
Yeah. It's called bootstraps.
Uh-huh. It's called a high credit score. Tyler's like, I got daddy issues apparently. Chargers are refusing to discuss a new contract with Austin Eckler. He described it as a quote-unquote punch in the face, Van. Why is the best wide receiver in the league playing running back, number one? And then after that, yeah, they're not going to negotiate with you. They don't know how to pay someone that does it the way you do it. No one ever has, and no one ever will again play this position the way that you're playing it. They are dumbfounded.
Now, hear me out. This is going to be controversial. Controversial.
You're actually mad at
controversial.
You're mad at Austin Eckler's mom because she allowed him to grow up to be a running back and should have persuaded him earlier in his career to become a wide receiver. And this is all her fault. Is that what you're going to say? Is that what controversial is?
He's already under contract. He's not a free agent.
Oh, you're making a good point.
He's not. There's no reason for him not to show up. Hey, if you're really worried about your contract, you can talk. But if your team's not talking, hear me out. It's because you are already under contract.
You know,
for $6.25 million with a $1.5 million signing bonus.
He should, first of all, he should have double that. That's a real number. He should have double that.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. But you know when he should get double? When his contract's up and he's a free agent.
You know who else this happened to? Melvin Gordon. This happened exactly to Melvin Gordon, this exact same way, where he was like, pay me early. And they were like, no, No, Butterfingers.
Well, I mean, you know where the Chargers learned this from in the first place?
Where'd they learn it from?
The city of San Diego.
The city of angels.
If you don't pay us money and build us a stadium, we're going to leave.
Lonely
Cool.
inside.
Adios. I mean, our contract's up in 2 years. You better start negotiating with the city of San Diego or we're going to leave. Yeah, okay, bye. Next year, the contract's up, city of San Diego. What are you thinking? To get some taxpayer money? No. Bye.
We do talk about this a lot about San Diego, too.
Same thing with Austin Eckler. I learned it from you, Dad.
Yeah, it's because of you, Dad. It's your fault. Running back's career earnings tap out at $25 million, Dad. And the Los Angeles Superchargers know this.
Sure.
There's going to be what is called a drastic drop-off here. My man needs to get paid. Here's how you do it. Don't play. Do not play football. Stop playing football.
I think I got a big problem.
Got to get more money first.
The problem is Austin Eckler is nice.
Oh, incredibly nice.
Friend of the show, Austin Eckler. Frequent contributor to Two Man on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
He is the dude.
That Austin Eckler, always helping out his community. That's why he wants more money, to give more money back to his community, because that's the kind of dude he is. But I got a problem, Austin. You're under contract for almost $8 million.
He's leading the NFL in tutties the last few years. He needs to make the most money in the NFL. That's it.
He's like the best at everything that doesn't involve throwing a ball.
He would currently be the best at returning kicks if that was still part of the game, but the NFL correctly got rid of that aspect of the game.
Good for them. Safety.
Allegedly safety. I don't really know. You know what I think it is? I think it's to allow big arms and big players to have opportunities at the end instead of like weird, lazy special teams.
Yeah.
Which
whoever the new Devin Hester is.
We had this talk yesterday about Conor McGregor. There's not a new Devin Hester, okay? There was only ever one Devin Hester. Devin Hester was the best football player in the NFL in 2006, his rookie year of football.
Sure.
Not even close. That'll never, ever be reincarnated.
Corduroy Peterson is pretty close.
He's not what he was, though.
Yeah.
That 2006 Devin Hester just showed up. Special teamer. Carried Rex Grossman to the freaking Super Bowl.
That's pretty big.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
Started the year as a cornerback, then somehow got listed as a wide receiver wearing a 20 number. Then, as it turns out, he's only a dude. When you looked at the roster, it said dude, multiple U's. Not me and you, but in the spelling.
Mm-hmm.
That guy could go.
He's the best to ever do it. When I say ever do it, I'm not talking about anything. I'm talking about his one specific thing.
Yeah, his one specific.
Yeah.
He tried really hard at that thing that no one else was trying at, and he killed it.
Killed it. Yeah.
If there's a wide receiver right now who's catching 100 balls, leading the league in tutties and doing that thing, already paid. And just for some reason, Austin Eckler wears the wrong number on his jersey, and he lines up out of the backfield sometimes. You go to Justin Herbert right now, and you're like, hey, should they pay that guy? Here's what Austin Eckler needs to do. He needs to go to the quarterback, and you need to have the quarterback say that he's my running back. That's what he has to do.
So hear me out.
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
Did the San Diego, now Los Angeles Chargers physically force Austin Eckler to sign his 4-year, $24.5 million contract?
Outperformed.
Or was this thing consensual?
Outperformed, my man.
He is outperforming it.
I'm pro-labor. You and I had a business relationship with an entity here in town where we outkicked the coverage.
Mm-hmm. As we often do.
It happened. And we went straight to the negotiation table and we said, hey, you thought we were going to be on this yard line, but we're all the way out the back of the end zone. Let's do it again. Let's literally run it back.
I'm not apologizing for being number one.
Can't. And Austin Eckler can't.
Heavy lies the crowd.
Austin Eckler can't either. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about it was in Fair Verona that we all signed this. I don't care about that. I care about what I currently know. And one dude is the best dude at that thing, and he deserves to get paid like the best dude. I know that.
Yeah.
Pay him.
And they have to. Or, hear me out.
Yeah.
He's a free agent after this year, and he could sign with anyone. He can't do that yet because he's under contract, a contract that he already signed.
Well, you're going to end up with a Lamar Jackson sitch.
Franchise.
Well, you're going to end up, It's going to be the end of the season. The LA Superchargers are going to be in the mix. And then all of a sudden, Austin Eckler's like, oh, my neck, my back, my crack. Like, he's going to say all these things.
I don't think he's that dude.
Did you think Lamar was until last year? You
Yeah.
did not.
Well, Lamar was actually hurt.
See, that's what you say every time, and I'm telling you it wasn't. Because the only thing that matters is money.
Franchise tag is a $2 million raise for him. $2.25 million raise.
Cool. But also, allegedly, the LA Superchargers offered him 2 years and $14 million guaranteed.
Wide receiver franchise tag.
There we go.
$19.74 million and $11 million raise. He's listed on the roster as a running back.
He's the best at two positions.
Mm-hmm. You got to put a hybrid in here just for him. Also, in your defense, and I hate agreeing with you in this very exact moment.
Yes.
Linebackers franchise tags are too high.
What are they?
$20.93 million.
Shut up. For why?
The highest paid defensive position over defensive ends, over cornerbacks and safeties.
The least paid one in the league is safety.
The least paid position in the league is running back.
It's crazy to me.
By a lot. Tight ends get paid more than running backs.
Friend of the show, listen to us right now. You got a kid right now in Pop Warner. You got a kid in youth football. You got a kid playing high school. You got a kid who's a real athlete, and the coach is like, hey, that's my running back. You look them right in the eye. You stare across whatever the thing is where you meet with coaches, FaceTime. I don't know how you meet with coaches.
What?
And you say, my kid's a wide receiver. My kid is not a running back. My kid does not need to have unathletic human beings fall on him. My kid needs to go outside, at worst, the slot, catch passes in open space, fall down, or run out of bounds. That's the only way to do it.
I mean, if you're the least paid thing, you're going to start trying to be that thing?
Don't try to be that thing.
Yeah.
Also, there's a weird stigma. You remember when we were kids and you'd get like a stupid substitute teacher and they'd be like, if you don't do well in school, you'll be a garbage man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, sure.
That's this.
The garbage man makes twice as much as you, though.
The
substitute teacher
rakes
with better benefits and a pension.
Yeah. You know what he is?
And tenure.
And he's off by 3 every day.
Yeah.
Like,
and if he signed up for his job when he's 18, he's retired at 38.
Living it.
While you are exactly 38, substitute teacher, telling me I'm going to be a loser.
And you know, you're waiting for the summer substitute teacher and you're 39 years old. Garbage man's taking his boat down to Elephant Butte and he's hanging out for a couple of days because he freaking can.
Yeah. High school kids listening to us right now who are walking home from school with us and your earbuds.
Become a garbage man immediately.
Forget college.
Don't go.
You don't want to, unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah, those are fine.
Work for the city. Retire when you're 38.
I agree.
Yeah, travel the world.
You know what's
Start a real estate business.
It's a fun job to patch potholes.
Yeah.
I have done it.
It's a lot of fun. You get to play with big old toys.
You get to put your headphones in.
Hey, little kiddo. Hey, 17-year-old. Hey, 17-year-old and younger.
Right.
Remember when you're playing in the sandbox when you're a kid and you played with cranes and front loaders and tractors? They will pay you handsomely to do that.
Correct.
And you could retire before you have gray hair.
And most of the time, you're just hanging out because you're waiting on someone else to shovel something.
Also, I'm kind of talking to you, Tyler. You hear? You listen?
Yeah, Tyler, you dialed into this?
Still got options.
You got a chance here.
Yeah.
Get a Brock umbrella. Put it on top of your head. Whenever we get back, Tyler explains what he believes a Brock umbrella is without Googling it.
Stoked.
It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. You do anything to keep your vehicle happy. Let's make sure it stays running smoothly. With eBay Guaranteed Fit, the right parts are just a click away. When you see the green check, you know that part will fit. Get the right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Well, traffic right now dealing with congestion westbound on Paseo. That's going to start around Jefferson. It'll last until Coors. Southbound I-25 as you approach Osuna. You're going to run into slowdowns there. Those go until Montgomery. Headed west on I-40 right now between the interchange and Rio Grande. Things moving slow there. And also congestion northbound on I-25. That starts at Gibson. It'll last until Central.
Exhib It is presenting New Mexico's largest expo event on April 18th from 1 to 8 p.m. at Isleta Resort. Get your tickets now at b2bexponm.com. That's B, the number 2B, exponm.com. Sponsored by 96.3 News Radio, KKOB, and Lamar Advertising.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Last year, you gave us books, and we gave you beer. You remember, you were younger and more handsome. The Sports Animal is doing it again with JPR Decorative Gravel and Blake's Lotta Burger for the Rock and Brew Book Drive. Bring new or gently used children's books to participating breweries, and you'll receive $1 off each beer you buy that day. Breweries like Sidetrack Brewing, Quarter Celtic, Cactus Brewery, and more. Save $1 off a beer while fighting illiteracy in New Mexico. Get a full list of drop-off locations online now at sportsanimалabq.com.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new place. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
It used to be, not that long ago, if your hair was thinning, you just had to deal with it. Losing one's hair was natural and there was nothing you could do about it. That is certainly not the case anymore. It's Jeff Symbieta, and I'm talking to both men and women who may be dealing with hair loss or thinning hair. There absolutely is something you can do to get your hair back, and it starts with one easy call to NewMail. The number is 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at NewMail, NUMALE.com. This cutting-edge technology has helped thousands of men and women reclaim their hair. The pros at NewMail walk you through the options, and you choose what's best for you. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy. It uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser, proven to regrow hair. NeoGraft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Call NewMail, 505-652-1688, or schedule online at newmail.com and get your hair back.
It's April, and you know what that means? Taxes are almost due. Jackson Hewitt can help you win tax season. That's the sound of your maximum tax refund. The sound of getting 50% off tax prep. The sound of many of our competitors' prices going up. And the sound of getting to your nearest Jackson Hewitt. Hurry in for 50% off tax prep before this offer expires April 9th. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk. I would sleep upright with more pillows. But that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just 1 pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
You've been thinking about, but so far just thinking about, asking her to marry you. I'm John Thomas from John Thomas Jewelers. What if she actually doesn't feel the same? What if she doesn't say yes right away or at all? Guys, just ask her and do it with a brilliant, beautiful diamond from John Thomas Jewelers.
Blake's Lotta Burger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lotta Burger, the first there was, the best there is.
Jeff Symbieta, Thursday on the opening drive. We wrap up college basketball season with CBS Sports' Jerry Palm, and San Diego Golf's Nick Nee previews the Masters. Join me and JJ Buck. The opening drive starts at 7 a.m. Welcome back to the program. 2 Men On 95.9 FM AM 610 The Sports Animal. Thank you for joining us. We know you have a lot of options for entertainment as it relates to this time of day and your broadcast opportunities. And for us choosing us, that means the world to us. So thank you. All right, Tyler, jump back on the mic real quick. I know you're sliding Chris in there. Tyler, what is a Brock umbrella without any describers or personal understandings? Tyler, what do you believe a Brock umbrella is?
I don't know. I believe it's some kind of maybe hat that would support an Obama campaign.
That's
You were on to something there.
Yeah, it's not
You're
actually
so close.
That's not very far from correct. The Barack umbrella is an umbrella hat, so that is very correct. Made famous by St. Louis Cardinals leadoff batter and base stealing phenom Lou Brock. He patented the style and earned a spot in Cooperstown in the same year. So there you go, Brock umbrella.
Second answer was one of those hats with the little spinny wheels on the top of it. So
equally close.
That
yeah,
honestly would have been my first guess.
I wore a Brock umbrella for a lot of years, man. I was telling you this. So I grew up in a place with a lot of rivers.
Mm-hmm.
So when I would go out on the canoe, I'd wear a Brock umbrella. Also, you could wear them to like play softball because it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could do a lot of things with them, and people would be like, "That's stupid," but it wasn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want skin cancer? Because that's how you get skin cancer.
No one.
You know who doesn't have it? Lou Brock. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there are other reasons he probably doesn't
confident.
have skin cancer. Other medical reasons.
No, that's it.
That's the one.
That's it.
Got a history of running backs and that drafted in the first round. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So we were talking about Austin Eckler.
Uh-huh.
And we are like, okay, running backs. Here's the last time a team took a running back in the first round of the draft, okay? Jacksonville and Pittsburgh both did it 2 years ago. So there were none last year, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Kansas City Chiefs did it in 2020, okay? That was your boy out of LSU.
Bust.
The Raiders did it in 2019. That's that Jacobs cat.
Josh Jacobs. That one hit.
The Patriots, the Giants, and the Seahawks 2018. Okay. I couldn't tell you who these guys were.
Saquon Barkley.
Oh, that tracks, yeah. The Panthers in 2017. Dallas in 2016. That was your boy from Ohio State. Both LA teams in 2015. Now, keep in mind, what I'm about to say, we're now back 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
We're now to the 10-year point.
Not a lot.
Cleveland, Tampa Bay, 2012. That would have been the hamster. What was his name?
Muscle hamster.
Muscle hamster. New Orleans Saints in 2011, which I believe was Deuce McAllister. The Buffalo Bills in 2010, which I believe was Marshawn Lynch. Is that correct? The Detroit Lions, 2010. Now we are almost 15 years ago, Van. The Cardinals, the Broncos, the Colts, all in 2009. The Titans, 2008. The Vikings, 2007. No one took anyone in 2006. Bears, Dolphins, 2005. Oh, my God, dude, we're way back there now. That Bears pick? Was that Rashad Salam? I have no idea who that was.
I remember that only because that's so long ago. I had his rookie card.
Cincinnati Bengals, 04. Falcons, 2002. Ravens, 2000. That Ravens pick was Jamal Lewis. That one actually ended up working out pretty good. 49ers, are you ready for this? 1994. Green Bay Packers, 1990. New York Jets, 1990. Philadelphia Eagles, 1986. Washington Guardians, 1967. And the Houston Texans have never taken a running back in the first round. This position does not matter.
It only matters if you got like a top 3 guy.
CMC, is that the last dude you would have taken in the first round?
You know, I wouldn't have taken Josh Jacobs, but he panned out. Like overall, like since 2000, look how many actual dudes there are.
I got the names. Are you ready?
Sean Alexander, Jamal Lewis, LaDainian Tomlinson, Larry Johnson for like 3 years, Willis McGahee for like 3 years, Steven Jackson for like 3 years.
Well, but hold up. Steven Jackson wasn't that dude.
For a couple years, he was.
All right, let me rephrase this.
Like career, like
Yeah,
dudes.
you're right. You're right. You're correct.
Dudes.
Yeah.
Okay. Marshawn Lynch, Adrian Peterson, Chris Johnson. That was a nice stretch, 07, 08. But just bust after 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 bust. Okay, Mark Ingram.
Going
with
just the last time they took a first round draft pick, not all of the first round draft picks, because I don't necessarily know how fair of an analyzer that is, but I get that. Because I would think traditionally, if you're a team who missed a lot, you're going to have to get a new one there. You're going to have to. So, like the Jaguars took the ETN kid.
Yeah.
He's been hurt. Jury's out.
Jury's out.
Najee Harris for the Steelers, stud. Stud. Clyde Edwards.
Also hurt.
Also hurt.
Yeah.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Bust.
They won a Super Bowl.
Not with him.
Good point.
Yeah. Their 7th round pick from last year was a starting running back.
Also, Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, who didn't get a snap.
Josh Jacobs, pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
The Patriots probably missed pretty bad on Sony Michel. Pretty bad. Saquon Barkley, stud.
Stud when he's healthy.
Rashad Penny.
Keeps getting jobs.
Fair to Midland.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey. This is an interesting one with Christian McCaffrey because old boy that was in Carolina, Getterman. Is that his name? Gettleman? Gettleman. He took Christian McCaffrey in Carolina, and then he took Saquon Barkley in New York. So this dude know how to pick him.
Sure.
There's like one dude that know how to pick him. He the dude. Ezekiel Elliott by the Cowboys.
Average.
Doesn't that hurt to say?
Mm-hmm.
Melvin Gordon for the Chargers. Now this one's interesting. So in 2015, this is the last year that the Rams were in St. Louis. They took Todd Gurley out of Georgia. Todd Gurley was supposed to be a dude.
He was a dude for a while. Hurt.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
Getting hurt is the part that does you wrong.
Hey, on the position that gets hit the most and the hardest?
Yeah.
Huh. How novel.
Trent Richardson was maybe the biggest bust of all time for the Browns. Doug Martin, we talked about a little bit. He was okay for a couple of years. Mark Ingram.
He had a career.
He did it the hard way, too.
He was never a dude, but he had a career.
He did it the hard way. CJ Spiller, I don't think really hit the heights that people thought he was going to.
Yeah, screw that guy. I wasted so many fantasy picks thinking he was about to turn it around. You had me fooled, CJ.
Javid Best with the miss. Beanie Wells was a miss. No Sean Marino was a miss. Donald Brown was a miss. Chris Johnson was not a miss, but he never got his teams over the hump. That's the last time Tennessee took a running back. Adrian Peterson is a terrible human being. Cedric Benson was garbage. Ronnie Brown had one good game against the Patriots.
I legit forgot about the human being, Beanie Wells.
Who is Chris Perry? Who? TJ Duckett. Oh, here's a funny one. So the Ravens, last time they took a running back was Jamal Lewis. We talked about him. He went for 2,000 yards one year. I guess you're not counting Lamar Jackson then, because that would be the last time the Ravens took him. Yeah. And then you're back into the 90s. William Floyd, what? Daryl Thomas, Blair Thomas, Keith Byers, Ray McDonald, never heard of him. So there you go. Weird, dude.
Replaceable. You know who's replaceable? Even Austin Eckler.
I see the phone lines are lighting up, but let's go to break first. When we get back, friend of the show hotline here on the Sports Animal. Money says it's somebody named Wayne.
Huh.
It's always somebody named Wayne. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Print and Marketing Services help small business print big. Now get $15 off signs, banners, and posters when you spend $75 or more. Offer ends 4/15. Visit staples.com/printbig for details. This is your sign to try Staples, where prints are perfect, guaranteed.
And traffic right now, westbound on I-40, you're going to run into slowdowns as you approach the interchange. Those slowdowns last until Rio Grande. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, moving slow. More and more congestion now westbound Paseo between Jefferson and Coors. And northbound on I-25, Gibson to Central, things moving slow there as well.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. MLB's new rule changes are working brilliantly. If it's working that well, that means there is enforcement. Ask Manny Machado of the Padres. He was run 7 minutes into the Padres game yesterday after the umpire called him out on an automatic third strike for taking too long to get ready in the box. I'm Jim Rome.
The Jim Rome Show.
I simply cannot get over the fact FDU shocked number 1 seed Purdue. They became the first program to ever lose to a 13 seed or worse in 3 straight tourneys. That's not easy to do. Matt Painter has done an amazing job as a coach, yet it's disaster upon disaster upon disaster when games matter most. The last thing that I would do is advocate for the removal of Matt Painter. But my man, you need to get busy.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Weekends at the Downs has your favorite games, live music, great dining, and with 30 screens, your game's on. Watch and wager on simulcast racing, including the Kentucky Derby May 6th. Plus, check out the flea market and other Expo New Mexico events, only at Casino at the Downs. Casino at the Downs casual dining options feature all your favorites and 2 daily specials. Enjoy green chili stew, our Downs green chili cheeseburger, pizza, sandwiches, desserts, and more. And the Crown Room grand reopening in May offers the best in fine dining and elegance, only at Casino at the Downs.
Tune in to Chop It Up with Vern Kay, where he chops it up about professional and local sports with all the hot takes. Chop It Up with Vern Kay. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11 on The Sports Animal.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive can help you protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, RV, and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if it can be covered at progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, because it probably can be.
The waves were mighty and fierce as could be when my lady and I got lost at sea. We tossed and turned and we nearly drowned when my brave little boat went down.
Whoa, 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 no, none of that's true. You haven't had a date in a year or two. The sea was calm and the sky was clear and you crashed right into the pier.
Yeah, fine.
Accidents don't just happen in sea shanties, so Progressive Boat Insurance has you covered. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you can save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms and not available for all boats or in all situations.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, trunk lids, license plate holders, and headlights. They've got lots of headlights. When you need parts, get it right the first time with eBay Guaranteed Fit. When you see the check, you know that part's going to fit. eBay Motors. Let's ride. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
It's April, and you know what that means? Taxes are almost due. Jackson Hewitt can help you win tax season. That's the sound of your maximum tax refund. The sound of getting 50% off tax prep. The sound of many of our competitors' prices going up. And the sound of getting to your nearest Jackson Hewitt. Hurry in for 50% off tax prep before this offer expires April 9th. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bob. Wake up with the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Back on the program, Sports Animal Hotline. Friend of the show, Wayne. Wayne, welcome.
This is Bertie from the
What's that, brother?
No, a different book piece. Anyways, you guys talking about the running back position because of Bijan Robinson most likely might go in the first round. My fellow Texas Longhorn, by the way. I think, honestly, though, I think you can make the same argument, though, for quarterbacks. If they're not in the right system, we can be doing the exact same analysis with quarterbacks picked in the first round and how much success they had over the last 15, 20 years. And it's all about system. And I think the same thing for running backs. Running backs maybe have a shorter shelf life because they're hit a lot more. But if you have the right system for a running back, they could be successful. I mean, we haven't really seen it since the 90s when we had with Emmitt Smith being a long season with his team because he had an offensive line that protected him. I mean, Barry Sanders was probably the best running backs ever, but he ended his career early because he never had a line to protect him. And I think when it comes to running backs, if you're willing to invest the first round with a running back, you need to make sure that you have the right system around them so that they can be successful. You can't just expect to get a first rounder and say, he was a bust, but don't put anything in place to work with them. And I think sometimes coaches and organizations forget that. They think, well, he's a good running back. He's going to get injured. We'll see how well he does, and then just move on to get the next one. I think the barometer of how successful a running back is in a league, especially if you're picking him in the first round, you need to make sure you have the system and or linemen to protect them so they can be successful in your investment. But that's just my take on that. I think sometimes we scrutinize too much of these players and when they get picked, but sometimes they don't fall into the right system or the right scheme to allow them to be successful. And that could be said for any position that's
Let's do this.
drafted in the first
I
round.
think you're very right, Wayne. And let us break that down when we get back from the break. Van, you will lead that one for sure. Good call. Heck yeah. I love this segment where I tell you how many quarterbacks have been taken by every team and how bad they all are.
We do that segment often.
This one,
we have to remind the viewership
evergreen
how many busts there are in the quarterback position.
You're ready for JP Lossman talk whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Writing in cursive, it's hard to tell where one word ends and one.
This report is brought to you by Blake's Lottaburger.
Head to Blake's Lottaburger this morning, tomorrow morning, and every morning. Your tummy and taste buds will thank you. Your choice of 7 amazing burritos, 2 breakfast sandwiches, and great coffee are waiting for you. Blake's Lottaburger, a lot of great breakfast served until 11 a.m.
We're taking a look at traffic right now. We're seeing more and more slowdowns westbound on I-40. Those are going to start around Carlisle. They'll last until Rio Grande. Headed west on Paseo this afternoon. Jefferson, of course. Things moving slow there. Speaking of slowdowns, southbound on I-25, those start around Osuna. They'll last until Comanche. Northbound I-25 still dealing with some slow spots between Gibson and Central.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The double steak grilled cheese burrito is now at Taco Bell. 2 servings of grilled marinated steak and a melty 3 cheese layer inside, plus grilled bubbly cheese on the outside. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact local stores for prices, hours, and participation which vary. Tax extra.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. So it's been a minute since I shouted out my dude, Joel Embiid. If you have not noticed, Joel has been on a whole other level lately. If you haven't noticed, my dude Joel is playing the best ball of his entire career. If you haven't noticed, Joel locked the MVP award last night. And that's really saying something when you consider he just beat back the reigning 2-time MVP champ, who is 0.2 assists per game away from averaging a triple-double as a center for the number 1 seed in the West. Essentially, the race was still up for grabs until Joel went off last night. 52, 13, and 6, plus 20 and 25 from the field. And he did it against the Celtics on national television. This guy should have the hardware in his hands even before I finish this minute, because there is no doubt Joel locked up the award last night.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means... Wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match. Only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. I knew we could not put off getting life insurance. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $40 a month. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $18 a month.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050 or go to SelectQuote.com now. That's 1-800-452-5050. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Get ready to ignite your taste buds and heat up your night at Fuego 505, Albuquerque's newest rotisserie grill and bar. Join them for happy hour specials and get a $4 draft or $2 off any call liquor all day Mondays and 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays through Friday. $5 wine glass or a $20 bottle for wine down Wednesdays. Start your weekend right with breakfast every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and Sunday brunch from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And daily specials every day created from their award-winning chef, Raul Maestas. Visit Fuego505.com for more information.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque.
The Sports Animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us. Now betting for the Sports Animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Back on the program. Back live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We started our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Spend our evenings, boys, drinking Teller vodka.
That's what's up.
Chris Lurg joining us for 5:30. Also, Van's getting strong at Evolve Strong while I'm eating lunches over at the 6-6 Diner. Don't forget, you can come hang out with your boys tomorrow at ABQ Axe. Let's go.
Oh, baby.
Welcome back.
So stoked.
ABQ Axe, one of the OG friends of the shows. They were down since day one-ish.
Day oneers, baby.
Yeah. Excited to have them back. Going to do the program. Chris Burnett will be out there with you, Van. Going to do radio and throw axes, or throw radio and do axes. I don't know which.
All my axes.
Say it.
Did their taxes.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, you think so?
All my axes did their taxes. The Chicago Bears have 5 first-round draft picks, okay? At quarterback.
Uh-huh.
I guess that's not right. Because when did they take the Fields kid? 21?
Yes.
So they have 6, okay? The Fields kid, jury's out. Mitch Trubisky, and we're talking about this because friend of the show, Wayne, called in the Sports Animal Hotline. Mitch Trubisky in 2017 would have been terrible everywhere.
No, he'd be slightly below average everywhere. He is a fantastic backup, but you don't want him playing 17 games for your NFL franchise.
Rex Grossman in 2003 had 1 year when he was playing with Devin Hester. Cade McNown, I'll handle that one for you, man.
Okay.
Who? The brother of Josh McNown. Don't know if you know that. Jim Harbaugh, 1987. Better coach than player, and that's only slightly. Jim McMahon, 1982. There you go.
Super Bowl champion.
Got a chip.
Not because of him.
Had that running back.
Yeah. And that defense.
Oh, you talking about WWE superstar
Legendary.
William the Refrigerator Perry? Chris, I believe Van's talking about WWE superstar William the Refrigerator Perry.
Amongst
I thought
others.
talking about Steve Mongo McMichael.
Oh, WCW superstar, member of the Four Horsemen, Mongo McMichael. Is that who you're talking about?
Mongo?
Is that who you're talking about? Alongside Dean Malenko, Chris
You're supposed
Benoit.
to say that anymore. If it's a self-imposed nickname, I think it's fine.
What is a self-imposed nickname? Like a nickname you make up for yourself?
You can't just go around calling people Mongos anymore.
That's his name.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
His name was Mongo.
Like his mother gave him that name at birth?
Mongo McMichael.
It's on an official document?
With a
From a
C
hospital?
on his helmet.
In the county of wherever Mongo's from?
His finisher in WCW was the he actually wasn't very good.
Finish, you can say.
It's a good joke. The Bengals have taken 6 quarterbacks in the first round, and they're doing a little bit better than others, except they don't win no chips. Joe Burrow, jury definitely still out, but that dude is a certified stud.
He's a stud. Nailed that one.
Carson Palmer played a long time. Never played up to the hype, though.
Well, that injury got him.
Oh, Arizona.
He was a stud.
You're talking about the injury that is Arizona?
He was a stud.
Achilles Smith. Do you want me to handle this one?
He is the Bengals' Achilles heel.
He was one of the guys that for some reason got taken before Peyton Manning.
That's so funny.
What? David Klinger back in 92, no clue.
Oh, University of Houston Cougars. Heisman Trophy winner,
David the Slinger Klinger?
Yeah.
Dang.
He had some hype.
I loved him in MASH.
That's an example of Wayne's system. All your first round picks, like he's using running back as an example, but it's any position.
Would he have been good?
You don't get put onto a quality franchise. You're not in a good position to succeed. Look at Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones.
Who?
Exactly. Mac Jones is like the most average quarterback in NFL. His rookie year went to the playoffs because the Patriots were good. They lost a bunch of good players the next year. Look what happened.
They're trying to shop him right now.
Yeah.
He on the block.
For Lamar Jackson.
Hey, check the block, y'all. Mac Jones is there. I know back then you didn't want him, but now he's hot. Never heard of Jack Thompson? Cool. Greg Cook? Cool. Greg Cook was also the goalie for the St. Louis Ambush for a lot of years.
Really?
Yeah, who knew?
Huh. Well, you did.
The Buffalo Bills took Josh Allen in 2018. All right, certified.
Yes.
Killer.
Dude.
Surgical.
Dude.
EJ Manuel. Who?
I remember EJ Manuel. Was that Florida State?
I believe that was Florida State.
Yeah.
And then what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Tra-la-la.
JP Lossman was took in 2004. And Buffalo Bills fans went, why?
Mm-hmm. But why, though?
Why?
But why, though? Hey, seriously? Did you see his last name? His name is Loss Man. He's the Loss Man. You got to know it's going to be a bust. I don't care how far he could throw the ball. He should have legally changed his name before the draft.
If you Google him, which I just did.
JP Win, dude.
Played at UCLA and Tulane. If you Google him like I just did, he's not even listed as a football player on Google. He's listed as a football coach.
Okay. Congratulations. You turned it around.
Yeah. Made something cool. I mean, not a Barack umbrella cool, but something cool.
I've heard the program. I don't think I'm going to be a radio host on my Wikipedia page.
What are you going to be?
Hey, a lot of life left, brother.
Jim Kelly. I mean, he might be the standard.
Oh, he's so good.
He might be the standard. I got you here with the Broncos. Paxton Lynch in 2016.
Whoops.
Tim Tebow in 2010.
No.
Whoops.
Should have gave him a longer leash. He was blessed by our Lord and Savior, JC.
It was only 4 years after they took Jake Cutler in the first round.
He had promise.
Your boy, XFL super stud, Tommy Maddox in 1992.
Oh, Tommy? That's my dude.
You remember when he showed up in the XFL for 5 minutes, Chris, and did that thing, and then he got re-picked up by, I think, the Pittsburgh Steelers?
By thing, you mean throw touchdowns?
He was so good at throwing touchdowns. The Browns have taken 7 quarterbacks in the first round, okay?
Hey, little side note real quick.
Yeah.
We're talking about Austin Eckler and his contract
That was
negotiations.
earlier, yeah.
Did an interview today. This just came to me. Said, worst case scenario, I'll just play out my contract. Yes, Austin, thank you very much. Of course you will. You already have a contract. Anyways, go on there.
I got a review one time on my performance in my job.
Ooh.
And they were like, hey, we think it would be best if you stepped away. And I said, in the most official email I can possibly ever send you, I'm clearly stating that I am not stepping away. You will pay me until the expiration of this contract.
Made my decision. I'm taking my talents to right here and not going anywhere else.
I'm taking my talents back to my office. Thank you for affording me one. Baker Mayfield, garbage. Johnny Manziel, garbage. Brandon Whedon, garbage. Brady Quinn, garbage. Tim Couch, garbage. Bernie Kosar, okay. Mike Phipps, I'm going to assume garbage. Cleveland should never, ever take a quarterback in the first round ever again.
Mm-hmm.
God, dude, I cannot ever stop thinking about how much you loved Baker Mayfield when he got drafted. I'm obsessed with how much you loved Baker Mayfield when he got drafted.
I'm still a Baker guy. Put him in the right situation. I don't know if you know this, but the Cleveland Browns organization
is not the situation.
It's not what one would refer to as good.
So as we're going through this list, and we're going through it alphabetically because it's easier, but as we're going through this list, I'm looking for one guy who left a team who was drafted in the first round to go on and be successful somewhere else. We've not seen it yet.
How about Matthew Stafford's first year away from Detroit? Immediately won the Super Bowl. Immediately. First year he leaves Detroit. It was like, oh, this is what it's like. Huh. Thanks. I was always wondering what that Everlast song would be in real life.
What it's like?
Mm-hmm.
The Everlast song.
Mm-hmm.
The guy from House of Pain, whenever he started his own band called Everlast, and he released Whitey Ford Sings the Blues.
Which is probably a #1 hit the year Matthew Stafford was drafted.
2009, so it was definitely a #1 hit way before that. You might know what it's like to have to lose. House of Pain had one banger, but it's a stadium anthem banger of all time.
Epic proportion.
Jump
around.
So
you're thinking of Crisscross.
I was actually thinking of Van Halen. You want to keep going?
Oh, okay.
As far as stadium bangers go, there's like an upper echelon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if House of Pain can be topped.
Okay, write this down. It's another varsity.
That's a different
I think
version.
there's like 17 Jock Jam albums out.
You don't know that. You're just making up a number.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's what I call jock jams.
There you go.
The I-9 varsity of stadium bangers.
We need to put that on our future list because we're going to put out some quizzes on the interwebs on our social media.
Right.
So usually the I-9 varsity.
Are these quizzes or
predetermined polls?
Okay.
There were 5
usually
Jock Jam records.
Oh, wow.
That's still a lot.
It's 4 more than I knew to have existed.
That's a lot. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, I only thought there was one. Do. Come on, Chris.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
Do. Hey.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I did do. Sorry, I meant to do not nana. Hey.
You're doing Susan Vega.
We Will Rock You would be on there?
Of course we will rock you. Hold on, save it, because we'll do the I-9 varsity. Because as I just previously stated, we're going to put some polls on the interwebs for predetermined varsity.
What am I saving this for?
Usually I-9 varsities are just picked at random throughout the program.
Correct.
And shortly in the future, we're going to give the audience a chance to choose the I-9 varsity.
You mean we didn't pre-plan the I-9 varsity social norms that you'll get railroaded for if you break them?
No.
Like we didn't plan that? That's just a thing
on
that
the
came
spot
organically?
freestyle, baby.
Game day bangers? Like stadium day bangers? I mean, there's a lot of them, dude.
To piggyback on your point of all these busts of first-round picks, it happens for every position, but most notably the quarterback position, which is the least likely of first-round picks to be all pros. In the last 25 years, 57 quarterbacks have been drafted in the first round. There have been, count them, 1, 2, 3 all pros taken in the first round. That is insane. Linebacker position is the highest percentage, 26.4%. Quarterback, 5% of first round picks become all pros. That's a crapshoot of all crapshoots. It's gambling. You're gambling.
I think the last quarterback to go in the first round, and I'm saying last, I'm not saying only. And don't give me the Eli Manning for the Chargers, but the Giant. That doesn't count. The last dude to be drafted, that's not Matt Stafford. To not be great where drafted and to go on to be really good is probably the 49ers' Alex Smith. He's the one guy that like left a thing and got considerably better.
He was pretty good before.
And he wasn't. The 49ers were not the business.
He was not.
Now, he ended up being the business in Kansas City. I feel.
Can I interject on this?
Oh, Drew Bledsoe. You going to say Drew Bledsoe?
No, I think that what happened was Harbaugh came in and saw what his skills were and showed people how you could use him. And then they did well. And then they were able to let him go. And other people were able to
because
use him.
Because they loved him.
Yeah. Till his leg got shattered. Yeah.
Didn't come back, though.
He'll come back to you. There are other quarterbacks that haven't gone in the first round and gone on to other squads and do really good. The Chargers again. Drew Brees.
Kurt Warner.
All right. First of all, you say his name with respect. You don't say it with a variation of question.
I'm saying with question because you didn't bring it up.
Well, he's not a first round.
Not a first round draft pick.
Oh, that's true.
Not even a draft pick.
No. He just walked on at Green Bay.
I thought you meant
Undrafted.
Gotcha.
Just walked on at Green Bay.
He was just lying there.
Yeah, he showed up.
He was just lying there on the floor there.
And then he met Kurt Warner, and he was like, listen, I'm the best. Or excuse me, he met Brett Favre, and he was like, listen, I'm the best human being on earth, and you're Brett Favre. I got to go. I'd rather go work at a grocery store.
Yeah. He saw the Brett Favre coming a long time ago.
Dog, there's no good first-round quarterbacks to ever get drafted to have success with a different team. Ever. Like, I'm looking at the list.
Baker Mayfield has a shot this year.
Yeah, maybe.
He's got some good weapons. Bucks still got good receivers. Just the whole rest of the team is garbage.
Hey, you know who will be that dude? Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he's that dude wherever he goes.
He will.
He's that upper echelon talented. That's different.
Daniel Jones might end up being that dude.
In his next job?
Yeah.
Well, they paid him like they don't want him to go anywhere.
Well, that's a good point. Definitely not Matt Ryan. Definitely not Carson Wentz. Tua, I guess the verdict is out a little bit. Yeah, none of these dudes. Like, if you are a first-round quarterback, you're only going to be good with that team because you have no opportunity to be good anywhere else. There's also, I think, if you go out there and try, right? You go out there and give it the whatevers. I guess Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was good with the Broncos, but he was already good with the Colts.
Back to our original subject. Running backs have the highest bust rate of all first-round picks. Quarterbacks are second. 46%, almost 47%, which is almost 50%. Flip a coin. Running backs taken in first round are bust.
Isn't that crazy?
40% of quarterbacks.
From the texter, John Elway. I don't think he counts because he didn't really play with the Colts. He went to the USFL or whatever and did that thing.
Yeah.
So I don't, like, I'm just not counting that, but I do see that conversation. 13 short minutes away from Chris Lurig. He'll be joining us live in studio. Also, Kyle Beaterwolf will be with he.
New friend of the show, Kyle
Excited for
Beaterwolf. Talking about some young business. Young Biz, new rapper name, called it.
I believe that's taken.
Really?
I just Google it real quick before we go to commercial.
Okay, hold on.
There's no way that's not taken.
Which spelling?
The rap version?
YUNGBIZ. Young Bizzle. There's a Young Biz on SoundCloud.
Of course there is.
Young Bizzle is the first result. Let's check out Young Biz on Spotify.
You don't need to play anything on here. I assure you it's not edited for the radio. I assure you.
All E's.
Well, the best NBA story that could possibly be happening is happening tonight. I'll give you that whenever we get back. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
Traffic right now. We're dealing with several slow spots out there. We'll start with Paseo headed west, congestion between Jefferson and Coors. Southbound on I-25, things moving slow there as you approach Yasumu. That's going to last until Comanche. Slowdowns right now, westbound on I-40 from Carlisle to Coors. Northbound on I-25, dealing with congestion between Gibson and Lomas. And westbound on Montano, seeing slowdowns as you approach Coors.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
Turn your home's value into cash you can use for, well, anything. Pay off debts or improve your home. Apply at sandia.org today. An equal housing lender.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
When Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field during an NFL game, it was a reminder that life-saving CPR skills can be essential, even in the most unlikely situation.
Damar Hamlin has been down for over 9 minutes now.
Join the Sports Animal on the field at University Stadium Saturday, April 15th for a free CPR class at 9, 10, or 11 a.m. If you pre-register at sportsanimalabq.com, you'll get a free pair of tickets for the Lobo football home opener. The walk-ups on Saturday are welcome. Let's all learn CPR together, and maybe you can help save a life. Register now at sportsanimalabq.com.
It's April, and you know what that means? Taxes are almost due. Jackson Hewitt can help you win tax season. That's the sound of your maximum tax refund. The sound of getting 50% off tax prep. The sound of many of our competitors' prices going up. And the sound of getting to your nearest Jackson Hewitt. Hurry in for 50% off tax prep before this offer expires April 9th. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk. I would sleep upright with more pillows. But that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
A ductless mini-split heat pump system is a convenient, super comfortable, and a cost-effective way to cool and heat specific areas of your home. Their small size and versatility allow the units to be installed almost anywhere in your home, creating toasty hot air in the winter and cool, crisp air in the summer. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning are your mini-split experts. Call them today for a free, no-obligation in-home estimate. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
It's April, and you know what that means? Taxes are almost due. Jackson Hewitt can help you win tax season. That's the sound of your maximum tax refund. The sound of getting 50% off tax prep. The sound of many of our competitors' prices going up. And the sound of getting to your nearest Jackson Hewitt. Hurry in for 50% off tax prep before this offer expires April 9th. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 800-730-8405 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check. As easy as, that's 800-730-8405.
Don't just friggin' sit there. Get in the game right now at 888-922-0610.
Welcome back to the burger and welcome back to 2 Men On. Let's go.
Yeah.
Can't write a better script, Van.
I thought we were going to come back to Young Biz.
Oh, I told you. Not safe for radio consumption.
Bizzle.
The Battle of LA commences tonight as the Lakers and Clippers tied at 41 and 38 apiece in the season look to overtake the 6th seed. You're like, oh, that's cool. That's like a fun story.
Yeah.
It's Westbrook's first game back in Los Angeles.
Ooh. First game in Los Angeles playing the Lakers.
Well, I guess
he's been in Los Angeles the whole time.
Yeah.
As he plays for the Clippers.
Correction. Everything Van said. But you get what.
But also,
he's back. He's going to absolutely go off, or he's going to absolutely expletive the bed.
Well, I don't even know if LeBron James or Anthony Davis is playing, so I think it's going to be smooth sailing for the Clips. Russell's been balling out.
Anthony Davis played last night on back-to-back nights. Those dudes don't traditionally play.
No.
Load management.
Manage this load. Wait, what?
Hold on, correct. They can go to the 5th seed. So double correction on my point. But I set it up poorly, but you get the point.
Yes.
The point is, it's going down.
All these teams that are trying to get out of the play-in game into the guaranteed playoff spots all have the same number of losses. Anything can happen in the last 3 games. And I'll tell you what's going to happen.
Clippers had 4 days off. What's going to happen?
Clippers going to win this one.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine.
So you said everyone for the Lakers.
The Lakers are going to win the rest of them and sneak in.
Dang.
We doing our playoff preview yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Saving these burning hot takes for our playoff preview show.
I always just pick the Lakers in the playoffs anyways.
Okay, never mind. Broke the fourth wall. It's the Lakers. The Lakers are winning the championship.
Always the Lakers.
Yeah. A healthy LeBron and a healthy Anthony Davis. Unstebeatable.
We saw that new building going up for the Clippers.
It looks nice.
The new stadium, I guess, is the word you want to use.
Not yet, but it will eventually look nice.
LA is LA.
LA. Have you been to the Clippers new pavilion in LA?
That's kind of by Inglewood.
It's northern Inglewood.
Yeah.
It's Hawthorne in LA.
You have to take the 5. That's what I'm saying. There's more of a buzz around the Clippers than I knew existed because we were just there. Everything was Clippered out. Unless you feel like LA just
now, hear me out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like water. You don't need to advertise for water.
You're talking about the Lakers.
Yeah. The Lakers don't need to put up billboards. They're the Lakers.
That's a really good point.
Lakers don't need commercials.
I didn't see a WWE Clippers jersey at the store.
Oh, I did.
Ooh.
I did. Hold up, I did.
Oh, okay.
There was a Chargers.
Yeah, there was a Chargers.
Was there a Clippers one?
There was a Clippers. There was a Rams. There was a Dodgers. Dweezers.
I thought there was every LA team represented.
There was.
Except
no, there was
for the Clippers.
I promise.
Okay, I believe you. I didn't see it.
WWEshop.com.
Okay.
Maybe they were sold out.
Oh.
Nope. No, they were not.
I don't hate that as an idea. So this isn't the big game I think it is. This is actually the Lakers off back-to-back nights, and the Clippers had 4 days of rest, and the Lakers are going to set all their starters, and the Clippers are going to pull away with it.
Smooth sailing for the Clip Show. Congratulations. Unless LeBron goes off, like just goes off.
Be sweet.
Which he's waiting for the playoffs to do. He got one more season as a Laker after this. Then he's going to be forced to go wherever his son gets drafted. It is going to be must-see TV.
Yep.
I am so excited.
But he'll take $1 million in salary, and then he will buy into the ownership group.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be the move. And I will love it. Will love everything about it. Also, every time the Clippers play the Lakers, it's like Game 7. Like, they want to win that so bad.
The Clippers want to be relevant because they haven't been relevant since Lob City. Paul George, Kawhi, the ghost of Russell Westbrook, they should be better than they are.
You know, it's kind of a weird thing, too, about all those teams in California. Because 3 through 6, you could have the Kings, the Warriors, the Lakers, and the Clips. Like, California might be in like a low key, like a golden age of basketball right now.
It's bonkers to me that Sacktown is the best team in California.
That didn't make no sense to me either. I looked at that roster.
They're all rookies and second-year guys.
Who are these dudes?
The dudes that are going to lose to the Lakers in the first round.
Couple dudes joining us whenever we get back. Kyle and Chris, let's go. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2023.
And traffic right now, we're seeing those slowdowns westbound on Paseo. They're going to start at Jefferson. They'll last until Coors. Southbound on I-25, congestion as you approach Osuna. That's going to last until Comanche. Also, things moving slow right now westbound on I-40. Those slowdowns start at Carlisle. They're going to last until Coors. Northbound on I-25, slowdowns from Gibson to Lomas. And westbound on Montano, we're seeing some congestion as you approach Coors.
Are you a sports fanatic?
You need to visit the premier sports entertainment, music, and memorabilia store, All in Autographs. All in Autographs is a one-stop shop for sports fanatics. Visit All in Autographs, Hoffmantown Square, allinautographs.com.
This report brought to you by All in Autographs.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
There's value on this NBA road dog. I'm Erin Hawksworth here to help you beat the books with BetQL. The Grizzlies head to New Orleans for a back-to-back after a home win versus the Blazers. The Grizz are +5 underdogs, and the BetQL model likes the dog. BetQL has the Grizzlies projected as the favorites in this game. I'm Erin Hawksworth. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
All personal injury law firms are not the same. We all claim to do the same things, but that's where the similarities between Lerner & Rowe and all other law firms end. Lerner & Rowe was recently named the second most influential law firm in the country, and we've collected billions of dollars for our injured clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. If you want real results, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state offices. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in New Mexico, so you can get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Art Sandoval at an even better price. That's right. State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. Art Sandoval is ready to help you save in Albuquerque. Call Art today at 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The roar of our engines.
It keeps going off.
The pedal to our metal. The sparks that ignite us. The pistons that push us. The passions that drive us. Feelings that move us to the places that pull us. And the roads that unite us. With nearly 6,000 stores and over 17,000 auto care centers, Napa has America's largest network of parts and care. Here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Sorry, but we actually have a wait list for our Monstera.
Shaw's greenhouse is really bringing in the green.
We can't keep snake plants in stock.
She needs a construction manager to build on her roots and grow.
We could add a whole section for ferns. Here we'd have dahlias, dahlias, and more dahlias.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you want to know what's trending now? You can defer payments of a full NetSuite implementation for 6 months. No payments and no interest for 6 months. This is a big deal. NetSuite by Oracle has never made an offer like this in its 22 years as the leading cloud financial system. 33,000 companies have already upgraded to NetSuite, gaining visibility and control over their financials, inventory, HR, e-commerce, and more. Everything they need to reduce manual processes, boost efficiency, build forecasts, and increase productivity across every department. In fact, almost 90% of finance leaders agree that NetSuite helps them reduce manual data entry time. Whether your business generates millions or hundreds of millions of dollars, take advantage of this special financing offer of no payments or interest for 6 months at netsuite.com/play. That's netsuite.com/play. netsuite.com/play.
American Home has over 85 years of experience in mattresses. We've partnered with the #1 most trusted mattress brands in America, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy Posturepedic. And we've selected the perfect 30 best beds in the industry just for you. We believe these 30 mattresses will give you the healthy and restful sleep you deserve. Plus, we've got you covered with a perfect 30 guarantee. And take advantage of 60-month financing. American Home Furniture and Mattress.
Gotta be kidding me, dude.
Jim Rowe.
Dude, don't make me block you. Don't be the first.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. I'm pulling up my calendar. I'm looking for something here. Today's the 5th. Thursday the 13th. Oh, look at that. I'm wide open. Oh, I'm not wide open. I'm going to the Young Professionals of Albuquerque Citywide Mixer. Let's go. Yeah. Joining us on the program, Chris Lurig and Kyle Beaterwolf.
You know it.
No, I don't. That's why I'm saying it multiple times. Beaterwolf.
I wonder how many Beaterwolves there are total in New Mexico.
Answer that.
And let's take the Pepsi Challenge versus Nunley.
My last name is Slow.
Excellent point.
There's
a lot of slow people in New Mexico, just not the last name.
Kyle Beaterwolf of the Young Professionals of Albuquerque and Chris Lurig, friend of the show, and New Mexico's Vodka Teller Vodka. Welcome, boys.
What's up?
So what's up? It's a mixer? It's what? Are there sports? That's my number one question. Are you incorporating sports somehow into this mixer at Revel next Thursday?
You know, you can bet your bottom that there's going to be some cornhole going on.
All right, yep, count that. Count that.
You know, well, there's going to be a variety of different people. You know, I think you can walk up to somebody and say, how do you feel that the Lobos season went this year? And you're going to get a variety of different answers from those folks.
Good point.
How many drinks in? You're going to ask that question.
Ask it multiple times during the night. Speaking of drinks, free food, drink specials from Teller Vodka. Chris, what's up? You just Teller Vodka's in everything now? Like no. you crack the egg of the boys, and now all of a sudden, like you got the drip. You're just out everywhere. What's up?
No, we're back at the OGs right here.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So you do have a cool thing going on, and it's the Young Professionals of Albuquerque. So Van is or is not in. What are the rules on this?
So I guess the over under on the age of the Young Professionals of Albuquerque is 39 years and 364 days.
Oh, come on!
All right, can I put in like an application for the next year? I want to make sure I at least have the T-shirt, because Van can never have the T-shirt.
That's just a ridiculous qualifier that makes no sense. Look, 39-and-a-half-year-old, you know you're not young. Get out of here. You know what you are. Just because I'm 41, don't think you're better than me, 39-and-a-half-year-old. You're not.
100%.
You totally are. I mean, God, you totally are. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's factual.
You're better than me.
Van and I are going to come out. Who are we going to meet? What's going to be going on? What's going to be the energy out there at Revel?
Yeah, you know, this is an annual event that
I am going to come out. Van's not coming. I'm sorry. I just forgot the rules.
Are you checking IDs?
Yeah. How's this work?
You know, I'll be the guy at the front that waves Van through. I'll be like, come on, man. With the question, who do you know here? He'll know Kyle Beaterwolf there. No, we're going to have a great time. You know, this is the 5th annual time that this has happened. We had to stop during COVID, but we're really excited. We have over 30 partner organizations across the city that are helping us spread the news about it and get people there. When Chris and I were riding up the elevator, we just checked the RSVP totals, and we have over 270 young folks already registered to
it's
go.
One higher now.
Oh,
you're using the word young. Let's get back to this 39-and-a-half-year-old thing. Come on.
First 150 individuals through the door. What, drink ticks? What's up?
Oh, man. I was the first 150 to register.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, boo.
Oh, no. All right, I tell you what.
But, you know, I think you know a guy over here, so you might be able to get a free Teller drink that night.
If you're a friend of the show currently tuned in and you want to join me, not Van, at the Young Professional of Albuquerque Citywide Mixer at Revel Entertainment Concert Venue next Thursday night, April 13th, 6 to 9 p.m. So I'm going to come over there right after the show.
6 to 9?
6 to 9.
Nice.
It's past Van's bedtime.
That's duh. Old man Van.
I take my metal mutual at 8:15.
That's once I leave the Golden Corral, I lay straight down. If you go to ypabq.org, that's youngprofessionalabq.org, ypabq.org, and you register for the Citywide Mixer, you text the program, the Sports Animal Hotline, 505-246. I'll make sure when you meet me there that drink's on me. I got a drink on you that night. So there you go.
It's free drinks, Fred.
Got it covered.
Hey, speaking of drinks, can we talk about this yet, Chris?
What's up?
Well, what are we sipping on right now?
Right there.
What's up? What's up with this? What did I just put in my mouth?
The best thing you've ever had.
That's the best thing that's ever in my mouth.
Heyo.
Are you saying names and stuff on air yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Teller Tea.
This is gonna be our Teller tea.
Okay, let's go.
When does it debut? It's delicious.
This is probably June-ish.
Ooh, perfect timing.
Okay, yeah, we'll do a launch party. I feel like we should do a launch party. Maybe do a little something on 10 drink minimum. Let me see if I can book you real quick. Hold on.
Where's the biggest back porch we could drink this on in
That's a good
Albuquerque and
question.
invite our
Yeah,
friends?
I also would like to. I would like to man the grill. I don't make sides, but I will grill.
Manfred the grill.
Nice. Now, Chris Burnett, you can't taste this yet because you're making the show go around. What is your level of jealousy?
I'm very jealous. I'm a big Twisted Tea fan, so I'd really love to try Teller Tea.
If you like Twisted Tea, those losers are way down the pecking order now.
Mhm. You should see the viral video we
Teller
have in
Tea's
mind.
in the house, baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, our viral video, it's going to be a complete assault.
I don't know about that.
Oh, shoot. Okay, take it back.
I think there's a little bit of libel involved.
4720 Alexander Boulevard Northeast. That's obviously right over there by Top Golf. Everyone knows where it's at. That new concert venue over there is kind of incredible. You been inside yet?
Oh yeah, totally. I was there for a concert a couple of weeks ago.
What show?
The Subtronic show, EDM. And my ears hurt and my neck hurt for days afterwards, but it was worth it.
Well, I know that song.
The ears hurt song?
The one that where it's my neck, my back.
Is
that a different song?
Your neck and your back isn't supposed to hurt. You're not 40 yet, Fred.
Oh, that's right.
You're still young.
What's it like to look down the mountain and just see us just scaling behind you?
I have no idea. My vision's so poor now.
Yeah, but Revel Entertainment's been a big partner on this. They're basically giving us the spot for free. I think they understand what we're trying to do here by trying to build community with all these young people. And what a better way to show off your brand new concert venue than getting a couple hundred people in there, getting some drinks in there, and talking to them about it.
Love it. And so obviously everyone that's kind of on the board over there is going to be a part of it, and all those organizations you work with. Who's the big push right now for helping young professionals of Albuquerque? Who's really putting it out there doing the best?
Totally. Well, first of all, 2 men on.
Let's
Thank
go.
you all for having me.
Well, one old man and one man on. Yeah.
No, I gotta thank my boy Chris over here. Teller and Safe House has been a big partner for us throughout the last couple of years. Revel Entertainment, and our major sponsor this year is Real Time Solutions. They're doing great work for the state. So shout out Chris Schroeder, my boy over there. We just appreciate everybody kind of digging in and really diving into what we're trying to do with this thing.
I like that.
Strong work.
My favorite thing about these events is they start off with everyone like, hey, grab my business card, do it. But then it always dissolves to like, let's talk NFL.
Oh,
let's talk baseball. Let's talk. And I'm like, okay, there's the language, because I'm not smart enough. I'm not capable enough. I'm not charismatic enough. But what I am is I'm really good at reciting stats from the 1990 Mighty Ducks hockey team.
Yeah, I don't know anything about. Are we going to talk NASDAQ? I've already had 2 drinks. Let's talk about the 2015 Kansas City Royals or something.
They laid down more sacrifice bunts in the postseason than any other team ever.
Yeah.
Yes, I did know that.
I did know that.
That's my release.
What happened to Eric Hosmer?
That's a good reference. That's a super good reference. What else is up at Teller Vodka right now? Watermelon Walk-Off just going off the shelves like crazy over at Isotopes Park.
Well, yeah, Isotopes just started, so it's releasing now again. So this summer, actually, these ones, we'll taste them here in a little bit. These are the new formulation.
Whoa, what does that mean? Hold up. I love the old one. Is this new Pepsi? Is this new Coke?
Kind of, but way better.
Okay. Is this Pepsi Clear?
So they didn't really change the recipe. They slightly tweaked it to make what was already a 10, turned it into an 11.
At least 11.5.
Okay, you heard it there first, 11.5. And you could have your chance to try it, am I wrong, this Friday at Isotopes Park, right next to 2 Men On's booth.
What?
You were
coming
not
out?
wrong.
You hanging out? What's up?
If you text me nicely.
You don't invite me to things. We're out at WrestleMania all weekend. We were in LA all weekend.
LA.
Chris Lurg is texting Chris Burnett nonstop, and I'm like waiting for my phone to ring at all. Just I want anything.
You don't like Malort?
No. Chris, you were in Chicago. And
Malort.
Yeah, and you were like, I'm living the dream up here. And I'm like, no, I'm living the dream in LA. It's not you. Chris Burnett was living the dream, friends with everyone. Boys, to get through the break, because we're going to do today's I-9 Varsity when we get back. Today's I-9 Varsity of social norms that'll absolutely get you railroaded if you break them. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country. With 20,000 5-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
Could be.
Taking a look
Play
at
cards
traffic
right.
right now, we're seeing a lot of congestion westbound onto Paseo. That starts at Jefferson. It'll last until 4s. Southbound on 825, slow down as you approach Racine. Those last until Comanche. Things moving slow westbound on I-40. Those slow down start on Carlisle. They last until 4s.
It is
And
bonkers.
westbound on Montano as you approach 4s. We got some slow downs there also.
Exhib It is presenting New Mexico's largest expo event on April 18th from 1 to 8 p.m. at Isleta Resort. Get your tickets now at b2bexponm.com. That's B, the number 2B, exponm.com. Sponsored by 96.3 News Radio, KKOB, and Lamar Advertising.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. The Masters starts Thursday, and to me, there are two major storylines. First, the golfers from the LIV Tour. The controversial league backed by the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund has divided pro golf and led to protests from 9/11 families at many of their tournaments. The second storyline is Tiger Woods. How will the 47-year-old's admittedly sore body hold up through 4 rounds with rain and cold temperatures in the forecast? I'm Maggie Gray.
When Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field during an NFL game, it was a reminder that life-saving CPR skills can be essential, even in the most unlikely situation.
Damar Hamlin has been down for over 9 minutes now.
Join the Sports Animal on the field at University Stadium Saturday, April 15th for a free CPR class at 9, 10, or 11 a.m. If you pre-register at sportsanimалabq.com, you'll get a free pair of tickets for the Lobo football home opener, and walk-ups on Saturday are welcome. Let's all learn CPR together, and maybe you can help save a life. Register now at sportsanimалabq.com.
Try new Syntec high-mileage full synthetic motor oil to help high-mileage engines run better for longer. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Southern Recipe Pork Rinds.
Southern Recipe pork rinds not only taste bolder than your traditional snack, they're also low-carb, high-protein packed and have 7 grams of collagen per serving. Southern Recipe pork rinds are as tasty out of the bag as they are in your favorite keto-friendly recipe. Find your rind in the snack aisle or at southernrecipe.com. That's southernrecipe.com.
Southern Recipe Pork Rinds.
Available in the snack aisle at your local Winco today.
Your calendar, then you need Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Find your next great hire visiting Indeed.com/credit.
It's April, and you know what that means? Tax due. Jackson Hewitt can help you win tax season. That's the sound of your max.
It was the dog at the park yesterday, the big dog, telling people that they shouldn't. You can't tell them they can't have you can't pet it, or you can't tell them.
And the sound of getting to your nearest Jackson Hewitt. Hurry in for 50% off tax prep before this offer expires April 9th. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk. I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just 1 pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Grand slams, no-hitters, and double plays are back. And there's no better place to get in on the MLB action than FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. That's because right now, new customers can step up to the plate with a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Just go to FanDuel.com/win to sign up. Place your first bet and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win. That's FanDuel.com/win. FanDuel, official partner of Major League Baseball.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. $10 deposit required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable sportsbook bonus bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. FanDuel is offering sports wagering in Kansas under an agreement with Kansas Star Casino LLC. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Tennessee, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342 Arizona. 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana. 1-800-522-4700 or visit KSGamblingHelp.com Kansas. 1-877-770 stop Louisiana. Visit MDGamblingHelp.org in Maryland. 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. 1-800-522-4700 Wyoming or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net West Virginia.
Don't show up to work without a tape. Everyone will know. And they'll talk about you in the lunchroom over a ham sandwich. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
10 short minutes from Josh Sushan joining us on the program. Let's go on that. Okay. Today's I-9 varsity. League office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. Register your kids now. They got them programs going on, soccer clinics. Well, that's the big one for registration right now. So it looks like it's just soccer clinics. Okay, pretty cool.
Which is fine.
It's cool if you're into soccer.
No, there's anything wrong with that.
Earlier in the program, we were talking about this medical service horse that we saw at Isotopes Park.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a great Dane. He seemed like a really good Dane.
Yeah, he was like one of the.
He's an above average Dane. Let's be real here.
Cooler Danes I had ever met. So anyway,
solid 6 of a Dane.
It was wearing one of those medical assistant things or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone knows you cannot pet someone's medical dog. You cannot do that.
Right.
Kyle Biederwolf and Chris Lurig joining us. You cannot do that. So what are some social norms that will absolutely get you bombarded if you break them in public? This is today's I-9 varsity. You want me to go first?
Kick it off, brother.
Cutting in line. If I'm at Isotopes Park and I'm lined out for Teller Vodka at the Teller Vodka stand and someone walks in front of me, not only am I berating, not only am I bombarding, I'm getting everyone around me too because they've all been wrong, just as wrong as I have. Cutting in line, social norm. You'll catch it.
It's a great answer.
Yes.
But I got a little catch-22 for you, brother.
I do it all the time.
We do it all the time. I can't remember the last time I waited in a line. What are you talking about?
Yeah, cowards. Super.
Okay, here's one.
Okay.
That you should never do, and one that I definitely never do.
All right.
Listen to music out loud on your phone.
Oh, gosh.
Look, just line these people up.
Mm-hmm.
We got the old French guillotines in storage somewhere.
Correct. Probably
Let's just end this problem all at once.
Just do like Rey Mysterio, take off your belt. Just whoop them.
Okay, niche reference. All our WWE fans out there watching WrestleMania, they're going to get that one. The other 99% do not know what that means.
Kyle, what do you got?
So social norm, dressing appropriately for the occasion, right?
Yeah, sure.
If you show up to the pit wearing an Aggies sweatshirt or something.
Yeah, that's a very good answer. Going with the opposing team. You're gonna catch some heat.
Excellent answer.
I like that answer.
From me specifically.
Chris Lurig, did you bother to do your homework on this one?
Never.
By the way, Chris,
got one.
We already tried the up and coming, about to be released sometime this summer, Teller tea, which is fantastic. But we got this new recipe, watermelon walk-off right here. Oh my God, this kills.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. It's ready for the summer.
Ooh.
Since you don't have an example, Chris, can I ask you one very specific question? All right, go ahead.
Getting your chili on the side.
That's terrible answer. It's perfectly acceptable. It's acceptable just to leave the chili in the back. Chris Burnett, what do you got?
Not looking people in the eye when you're doing a cheers.
What if it's multiple people cheering?
Yeah, you still got to look people in the eye.
Like all of them at once?
Oh, I've been called out.
When your glass touches their glass, you have to look at them.
Yep.
What if they're blind? Is this an out?
Answer that question.
Then
What
you
if they
have
are?
to ask somebody for their blanket at the Isotopes Park.
That's Now this one I know is a Chris Lurig special because he refuses to do it. Not holding doors for others when they're walking behind you. Chris, you refuse to do that for people.
To not hold it?
Yes. You will let it slam shut right in front of me. You've done it multiple times.
I haven't.
You treat me like that.
No, I haven't.
Also, that's a really intimate one because there's not groups of people, so I don't necessarily know. So I'll go with talking on your phone speaker. I don't need to hear your personal conversation with your auntie, which, by the way, I'm New Mexican now. I say auntie. With your auntie over your speakerphone, miss me with that. Take that off the list.
Okay, I got a big one.
All
and
right.
This is what, let me tell you a little secret about the dating world.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get to know the character of the person you're just getting to know,
Mm-hmm.
take them to a restaurant and have them mess up their order on purpose. You see how they treat the server, and you know if you can continue in the relationship or not. So next on my I-9 varsity of social norms you can't break, it's being mean to servers.
Okay, I like that one.
These are the worst of the worst people. Most of these mistakes aren't their fault.
It's too intimate.
The only mistake is you just damaging your life so bad you have to be mean to strangers to feel better. That's the only thing you got going on.
Here's the problem with your example. It's so intimate. It's just between you three people. This is not as good as like the person who shows up to the park and takes their dog off the leash. Like that person needs to hear about it.
It's not your turn, Fred.
Oh, is interrupting on the
What
list?
if that? Oh, see, there you go. 2 for 1.
Kyle?
Let's just picture Fred's auntie is just walking down the street, right? The social norm you can't break is you have to yield for pedestrians. You can't just full
Okay.
send right
Mm-hmm.
to Fred's auntie.
I mean, what did she do to you? I mean, let's be honest. She might be asking for it.
I mean, what are you doing here?
I know your auntie. Let's
No,
be honest here.
I got a lovely auntie.
Well,
Chris Lurig.
Oh, I had to do more than one.
Oh, Chris is like, all the social norms I know I learned in the library. So I
don't break any of them. I follow every rule.
Chris is the guy who purposely would not rewind his blockbusters. He's like, forget it. Not in.
I'll take that 99-cent hit. I don't care.
Chris Lurig, last one.
Saying bomb at the airport.
No, don't do that. That was actually
okay.
Federally speaking. Chris Burnett.
Because in Chicago, someone did that.
Me. I'd say people driving slow because they're talking on their phone. That's what I would yell out my window at them.
On a real hyper specific one, have you ever ridden in the car with someone who like is looking for an address or a street and they turn the radio down for some reason? That drives me crazy. What are you doing? That has nothing to do with it.
As someone who's not a young business professional anymore, I do that every time I'm looking for an address.
One more time, Kyle, give me the deets on the event next Thursday.
Citywide Mixer next Thursday. Free event for all young professionals and for those that are on the cusp, like Van. We're going to be over at Revel Entertainment. 300 people are already registered, man. It's going to be a ton of fun. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Let's say Tyler Lovely goes, who has no skills or aspiration in life. Can you give him direction?
We might throw Tyler Lovely on the mic. I've seen him before. He's hilarious. We might
no
just throw him up
skills and
there.
aspiration. We got one guy who can vouch already.
He's a headliner.
That's right.
Good job, boys. You taking all these drinks or you leaving them?
Leaving them.
Oh, you're the best of all time.
Gotta keep you hydrated.
Chris Lurig and Teller Vaca. Thank you, brother. Whenever we get back, the voice of your Albuquerque Isotopes, Josh Sushan. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Exhibit It is presenting New Mexico's largest expo event on April 18th from 1 to 8 p.m. at Isleta Resort. Get your tickets now at b2bexponm.com. That's B, the number 2B, exponm.com. Sponsored by 96.3 News Radio, KKOB, and Lamar Advertising.
And traffic right now, things moving really slow westbound on I-40. Those slowdowns are going to start around San Mateo, Carlisle, in that area. They last until Coors. Westbound on Paseo, things moving slow from Jefferson to Coors. And southbound on I-25, dealing with those slowdowns as you approach Osuna. They last until Comanche.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook, when you need local answers. The most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
So you think drinking alcohol can't hurt you? It'll mess you up big time. Say adios to large chunks of your brain. Major damage is already being done. Other parts of your body are getting wrecked too. Forget about sports, forget about school, forget about doing much of anything. Underage drinking, Freaks out your body, messes up your life.
Sponsored by the NMDOT.
Most people gamble. They visit a casino, buy a lottery ticket, play an online game. But for a few, gambling becomes more than fun. It becomes a problem, an addiction, just like a drug or alcohol addiction. Free and confidential help and treatment is available, funded by Responsible Gaming Association of New Mexico. A toll-free hotline, 888-696-2440, is available 24 hours a day. Find help at rganm.org.
In today's home mortgage market, it's important for consumers looking for a mortgage to shop around. The reason? We have just come out of the lowest rates in history, and many homeowners jumped in to take advantage, and mortgage lenders across the country were making huge profits. Today, the mortgage volume is a fraction of that, and these mortgage companies are in a panic with profits falling off the cliff. So what are they doing? They're charging borrowers interest rates and fees much higher than they deserve. That's because the higher rate and higher fees, the more profit. In other words, the lenders are maximizing profits on the backs of consumers. They are counting on borrowers not shopping that mortgage around. Indigo Mortgage will always try to get the borrower the lowest rate with the lowest fees, and we have saved homeowners many thousands of dollars over the years. So shop and shop local with your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage, 836-5700, or on the net at indigomortgage.net. NMLS 231962 and 188-348.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Back on the program, live from Isotopes Ballpark, Josh Sushan. He's joining us. Josh, welcome to the show, brother.
I'm 100% the guy who, number one, is hearing an echo. So
okay. We'll get you there.
Awesome.
Get you out of audition. We got you. Keep going.
I am 100% the guy who needs to turn down the volume in the radio in his car when I need to focus, whether that is directions, whether that is just anything. I need full focus on the road. Turn the volume down so I can focus.
So years ago, I even brought this one up. Years ago, when I was a child, I was a pizza delivery guy. This was like in my early 20s. And the guy that trained me how to pizza deliver, he would turn down the radio every time he looked for an address. And I remember like going to my people and going, I believe this guy's a serial killer. Like this is not healthy behavior, not at all.
I think it's really smart behavior, and I think you should have listened and paid attention and let him be a little bit of a role model for you.
You were talking about being in the car, Josh. Did you have to take the ice scraper from it to your broadcast booth tonight? Because last night it was chillers, my man.
It was definitely chillers. Well, put it this way: I have windows up. Windows are up in the booth. Now I still have a heavy jacket on. I got a heater just in case, but the windows are up.
It's considerably nicer weather today, though.
It sure is. I mean, the flags are barely moving, and that's the key. Just no wind. That's fine.
Temperature was 43 degrees.
Coldest in the coldest home opener in Isotopes Park history.
Dipped to 36 degrees before the final out. Winds were in the 30 to 40 mile per hour gusty zone. And you just, Sean, you were calling just a heck of a game as the Isotopes mounted a big comeback, came back and won. And now game 2, and our boy Noah Davis on the bump tonight.
Yeah, and the Isotopes are 3-1. We're in first place.
Way to go!
And so Clint Hurdle's in town, right?
Hey, hung out with him a little bit last night.
Yeah, he was the manager of the Rockies when they went to the World Series. He's just like this awesome dude who's just so full of just energy and knowledge. It's always so much fun when he's around. And I'm just talking to him at the cage today, and it's always interesting when you're just talking to somebody and then they bring up something without you having to bring it up.
Love it.
And he just immediately started talking about winning. And he didn't like use the word apologize, but he was like, we was a concerted effort to get you guys better players this year, is what he told me. He went out of his way to say it was a concerted effort by the Rockies organization to get you guys better players. He said it was not because the number of wins, and he had it memorized, number games that we won last year. And he said, that's not acceptable. We have to do better. And he's told me about how they intentionally brought in an enormous number of pitchers to spring training so that the best of the best make it to AAA, and then the best of the best that remains goes to AA and so on. And it was just a really nice thing to hear from, because I know a lot of fans are like, hey, we like fireworks and great food and mariachis, but we would also like the Isotopes to win. And so I wanted to share that with the fans, that Clint Hurdle went out of his way to tell me that we wanted to get you better players, and we think we have this year.
Josh, speaking of the best, we had the best fans out last night. I was really worried with the weather and the wind that we wouldn't have the best turnout. Even with the coldest home opener in Isotopes history, we still had thousands of people, and we still beat the Oakland Athletics attendance. How about that?
And not only did they show up, they were loud, especially late in the game. I mean, I'm looking around, and our great camera crew was showing these close-ups of people who were bundled up and they've got beanies on, yet they're still yelling. They were making a bunch of noise, and you heard them late in the game as we were coming back with 4 in the 7th and 2 in the 8th to steal one from the Salt Lake Bees. And I mean, that's what I love about our fans, is not just the quantity of them, but just how into games they are and what a difference they make.
Is Cole Tucker's shoulder okay? Because I noticed he just let the bat sit on it all night last night. Is his shoulder sore?
It not only is it not sore, but it's ready to take some hellacious cuts tonight and do some damage tonight.
He had 3 walks. Is that what it was last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a 500 on base percentage after 3 games.
Isn't that crazy? And he homered Saturday? Is that right? Sunday?
Yeah, he homered Sunday. It went a long ways.
Oh
It was a word that you don't say at the airport.
He's gonna. There you go. He's gonna end up becoming every Isotopes fan favorite player, right? He kind of has that energy to him.
Yeah, I mean, you start with his hair, right? And
He's
so he immediately stands out,
He's
right?
crazy handsome.
Yes, yeah, he's above average in the looks department. But he doesn't just rely on hair and looks. Like, he smiles and signs autographs and chats people up and asks how they're doing and looks you in the eye and all of those things that were not on the I-9 list. He doesn't do any of those things.
Sweet. Super sweet.
Not only are the Topes in first place, fleece blankets last night, magnet schedules tonight, mariachi t-shirts tomorrow, Easter egg hunt on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in Albuquerque should hit up at least one of these games.
Yeah, I was talking to our head groundskeeper at Atala.
Good dude.
And and oh my goodness, how amazing did the field look last night?
Ooh,
and
when
you think about all new field, right, all new surface, and about the amount of rain and snow and how cold it was, and for the field to look the way that it did last night was just staggering.
If yesterday was your first Isotopes game, you didn't know there used to be a hill there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like that's what it's supposed to look like. That tracks. That's the thing.
Yeah. And I said to him, all right, so let me get this straight. So it was super cold on opening night and your field still looked amazing. By Sunday, when we have this Easter egg hunt on the field, please don't let it be 90 degrees where all this chocolate melts into your beautiful grass.
Super sweet breakdown, super sweet analysis. The Isotopes win tonight if they do what, Jay?
If they just keep doing what they've been doing.
Yeah.
I love this offense. It's relentless. Like you said, they take walks. They wait for their pitch. They trust the next guy can get it done. Look, 1 through 9, there's not an easy out in this lineup. This is a good lineup. And then for Noah Davis, look, he got the rust off on opening night. He looked really good the first 2 innings, and then command kind of got away from him. A couple balls didn't get made behind him. There weren't errors, but they just weren't made. I thought he pitched well on opening night. He's back out there for the second time. And I just keep doing what they're doing, man. This is a solid squad. They're a fun team to watch.
They give up 4 hits last night. That's got to be like a low of lows, right?
It hadn't happened in a long time, and that's very rare for that to happen in this ballpark. And out of those 4 hits, 3 of them were home runs, and one of them was very cheap. One of them was a very, very wind-aided home run. The other 2 were legit, but one of them was a very wind-aided.
I love the merch for the Isotopes, the mariachis, the Isotopes, the Dukes. They just kill it on every single kit they have. But no kit do they have was as good as you looked last night, Sushan.
What's up with that?
As you were suited and zooted, brother, with the matching bow tie and pocket square. Tell us about your opening day routine.
Well, let's see. I mean, I'm a big believer that, you look good, you feel good, you talk good, or whatever. And so you just, you want that. I remember my first year as a newspaper beat reporter, And on opening day, I just showed up in a polo shirt and khakis. And the other reporters looked at me and they're like, kid, you got so much to learn. And I was like, what? And then I realized they were all wearing sport coats, and they were all dressed up. And then they went back to looking like sports writer slobs the second day of the season. But on opening night, they all wore sport coats. And it was like, oh, okay. All right. That's what you do. And then from that point on in my career, I felt like I always got to step it up. I got to do something. And so sometimes it's just a traditional suit. Sometimes it's an outrageous, colorful, like sequin.
Oh, I've
jacket.
seen that jacket.
Love it.
Yeah, that's just going to make people laugh and giggle and shake their head. And then sometimes it's a bow tie. Just, it's a recognition that this is special, that opening night matters. And it's all about setting the tone for the year. And anytime I can wear a piece of clothing that's going to make someone giggle, then it's worth it.
I've been in radio for 20 years. I think 15 years ago, I started a job at the ESPN affiliate in St. Louis. So I started this job, and there were dudes wearing cargo shorts at the radio station. And the Venn diagram of dudes wearing cargo shorts and dudes complaining all the time was the exact same circle. And I threw away every pair of cargo shorts that I may have accidentally still owned at that point and swore for the remainder of not just my professional career, but my life, that I would never, ever wear cargo shorts again. Best professional decision I ever made.
I agree. I don't know what to add other than I agree. And I never got in the habit of wearing cargo shorts. But yes, I'm glad that you snapped your habit. Here's the other thing, not to get too much on a soapbox here, but look, we're professionals, we're broadcasters, and even if you're on the radio, you should still bring a certain level of professionalism to what you do. I'm a big believer in dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have.
I've heard that before.
And I'm just a believer that look the part, act the part. It's part of being the job is that you look and act in addition to talking in a professional way.
Shout out to 7700 from the Sports Animal text line. We were asking about first rounders who turned it around on their second team. He answered Jim Plunkett. We didn't mention Jim Plunkett. It's a great answer.
It's a very good answer.
Very good answer. Josh, who's on the pregame show tonight?
Chris Forbes is on the pregame
show.
show.
Good dude.
Yeah, you guys talked to him when you guys were out in Scottsdale a couple of weeks ago. Still love that you guys came out there and did that. That was awesome.
Director of player development for the Colorado Rockies.
That's right. And I wanted to make sure that I covered some topics that you guys did not cover.
Oh, like
that
sports.
we're not overlapping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about winning, actually. A lot of it we talked about winning and what Clint Hurdle brings to the organization, the emphasis on winning, what it means to win. Last night was an example. And we also talked about something that you guys and I should talk in more detail about when we're not up against it. And that is that it's a split season format this year. First half, second half. It's not two divisions. It's one division, 10 teams. First half winner will play the second half winner in the postseason, and just what that means for getting in the playoffs and playing baseball games that matter. And so those are among the topics.
Chris and I caught up last night too in the press box, and we talked for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. And the entire conversation was, when are Van and I coming up to Colorado to see a game? And then he named 10 breweries we could go to.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And I said, he knows how to develop, guys.
You get the brand.
Friend of ours, friend in real life, Ryan Lavarnway is now doing pregame show for the Colorado Rockies, doing on an AT&T Sportsnet, which, by the way, another conversation for another time is how Bally's is not paying their bill in Minnesota and how Major League Baseball needs to take over broadcasting. And that's a whole nother conversation for another time. But we were talking about the success of like personalities around baseball a little bit, me and Chris Forbes. And he was saying baseball now is making like a conscious effort to get dudes there.
Finally.
Not just experts, not just insiders. It's guys that are relatable and fun. And Josh, I think you are a top tier example of that.
Oh, well, thank you. But why would everyone not be that way? It's baseball. You can be serious and break down the axis spin on a slider, but most people don't care. Most people don't understand it. And even if they do say they understand it, they don't really understand it. So let's have fun and bring some personality and enjoy life.
What color is Fernando Tatis Jr.'s dreadlocks going to be when he comes off a suspension?
Hey, speaking of Fernando Tatis, we're probably going to see him next week in El Paso. You guys going down? We go to El Paso next week, and Tatis is probably going to be with the Chihuahuas.
Oh,
God, man.
Yes.
The 11th through the 16th, the Topes will be in El Paso. Are the boys going to be there?
All right, tell you what, if you get a hotel room with 2 queen beds, we will be there.
Who's sleeping in the 2 beds and where am I sleeping?
We're gonna do rotisserie.
Mm-hmm. Rochambeau.
All 3 of us in one bed one night, and then we rotate through.
Oh my goodness, you guys snore, don't you?
Yeah, but we have a white noise thing because we do
Doesn't
this so
matter.
often.
Doesn't matter. Abort mission. Abort plan.
Super
Abort
hard.
plan.
Just saying, that's a good plan. Final words, Jay, before we cut you loose.
Appreciate you guys.
Oh, that's a nice one.
There you go.
Only took a couple of years. Josh Sushan will be bringing you the Isotopes action after this. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you guys. I'll see you guys out here. What, Friday? Yeah, but
Yes,
we'll talk tomorrow. But I'll see you guys
sir.
out here Friday.
You'll see me in like 15 minutes.
Are you gonna wear? Oh, okay. See you in 15 minutes then.
Am I gonna wear a what on Friday? What's
I was
Friday?
gonna ask if you were gonna wear anything special Friday. You have a special jersey planned? Do you have a special hat planned? I don't know. Got anything special planned for Friday?
Yeah, we can't give away our secrets.
What are you doing? I
Copy that.
don't plan on my outfits multiple days in advance.
I do.
Only reason I didn't wear a suit with you on opening day is because I was freezing. And I had to wear an Under Armour and a hoodie.
Smart.
And for some reason, a Houston Astros hat.
Yeah, that was
It's the only one I had laying around.
How many people need you grief for that?
Josh, you're getting drowned out by the music. We'll cut you loose.
All right, sounds good.
Tyler, good job today. Chris Burnett, good job today. Van, final words.
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. But anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff, JJ, and A. Marie.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.
Albuquerque Isotopes.
Albuquerque Isotopes baseball is on the air.
Welcome back to Albuquerque. A solo homer. That one's deep and gone. David Dahl has done it again. Better call Dahl.
Topes rule! For interviews and a preview of today's game, let's go out to the ballpark for the On Deck Show. Here's Josh Sushan.
Good evening from the land of enchantment. We are inside Rio Grande Credit Union Field, where tonight, thank goodness, it's not as windy. It's starting to warm up some, and the Albuquerque Isotopes are seeking a 3rd straight victory. It's game 2 of a 6-game series against the visiting Salt Lake Bees. It is wonderful to have you with us on this Wednesday evening, wherever and however you might be listening. I'm Josh Sushan here at the ballpark. We welcome you to the Southwest Copy Systems pregame show. With over 40 years of experience in New Mexico, Southwest Copy Systems is the right choice for all of your office technology and solutions needs. Last night, Salt Lake held a 5-1 lead at the 7th inning stretch, but the Isotopes rallied behind their 3 biggest hitters. Brenton Doyle's 2-run homer cut the deficit in half. Michael Tolia's 2-run triple tied it. Then in the 8th inning, Nolan Jones's 2-run double gave the Topes the lead, and Nick Mears worked a clean 9th inning to save the 7-5 victory. Salt Lake is the AAA affiliate of the Angels. That dates back to 2001. The Bees hit 3 home runs last night, including yet another by third baseman Kevin Padlo. Now, last year, Padlo hit 6 home runs in just 36 at-bats at Isotopes Park. He connected on yet another last night. No surprise. He's back in the Bees lineup tonight, hitting cleanup. Albuquerque is the Colorado Rockies AAA affiliate. The Isotopes record 3-1 this year. That's tied for the best in the Pacific Coast League with Oklahoma City. Last night was their largest comeback victory in a home opener in team history. And tonight, the Isotopes are seeking a start of at least 4-1 for the 6th time in their 20-year history. On the mound this evening, right-hander Jake Lee makes his season debut for Salt Lake. Meanwhile, right-hander Noah Davis starts for Albuquerque. It's his second outing this year. Davis was the opening night starter. He allowed 3 runs in 3 innings on Friday at Round Rock. So those are the basics. Time now for our first break on the Southwest Copy Systems pregame show. When we get back, Chris Forbes joins us. He's the Rockies Director of Player Development. We'll discuss what it's like having former Rockies manager Clint Hurdle in town this week. Also, the emphasis on winning and what he thinks of the new split season format for the Pacific Coast League with a first half winner and a second half winner. Chris Forbes is next on the Albuquerque Isotopes Multimedia Network.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I